Welcome to Dumpstack Charisma's Monday night hunt for the Ripper. My name is Paul. I am the game master, as I have been informed.
That you were informed?
It's not dungeon master.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah?
You're gonna be the game master.
I'm going to be the game master today. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Master of game.
So, game master, we're going to go around the table real quick, give a brief introduction just so you know who everyone is. And we'll start with the rear.
My name is Dylan. I'm playing Cass Telcontar tonight. He's a Clawdite assassin. Clawdites are basically like shapeshifters, changelings.
Assassins kill people.
Whoa. That they do for money.
What?
Mostly.
We don't do so well with the money part.
You've done okay.
I'm Josh. I'm playing Rio Scion, a Pantoran investigator that's really squishy and a little crazy now.
A little crazy.
Oh yeah,
Demon.
you got all the fucking
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
last session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
We
realized
have to deal with that.
I forgot, that's a thing.
Yeah.
that no one told me that we were wearing gray today.
I feel like this is more of a blue.
This is definitely a blue.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
gray
it
blue.
looks gray.
What?
Anyway,
This is just a shade of green. It's
You can
gray.
fucking miss me with that. That is gray, not
If
green.
you look at all of them, it's gray except for Robert.
so hi bacon.
Uh,
I am playing Fur as always in Monday Night Star Wars Hunt for the Ripper. A short little Wookiee who is eagerly awaiting his fight with Praetor, an NPC, which he wants to beat into a pulp. No, I 100% am going to win that fight. Especially if I'm able to acquire drugs to help me cheat.
just lay it all out there.
All right.
And I'm Nick. I'm playing Sonata. I'm a Huzo Trailblazer, sniping tracking.
Sweet. Gyoza.
Gyoza?
fucking love
Huzo.
Huzo are like big old grasshopper people. They hop really high, and they're generally pretty quiet and serious. So we were investigating the.
I think we just left.
Yes, I'm trying to backtrack to make sure that we're on the same page. So the overall goal of the group here is to hunt down the killer of their previous mentor, a mercenary leader by the name of Ghost.
Who is a ghost?
Who is a ghost
Now.
because he's dead now. Someone killed him, and it
Hashtag
was
dead.
a serial killer that people have dubbed the Imperia Ripper. Imperia being the
Hashtag.
planet that they're on, and Ripper being what he
Hashtag
does
Ripper.
to his victims by taking out body parts. A recent death was suspected to be another victim of the Ripper, and the party went to go investigate it at a warehouse for the CNCR, which is the Center for Nebula Corrosion. The system that they're in is a recently developed one that's shrouded almost entirely in a nebula that when ships try to fly through it, bad stuff happens. The party actually received a bunch of information on that they are currently holding in a datapad or a hard drive, I believe.
Someone
Yes.
very intelligently grabbed while we were
Yes.
just leaving.
And about the same time that was downloading and prepping,
Thank you for stopping the peeing.
nobody can watch us for more than a few minutes before having to run to the bathroom.
Should I have to run to the bathroom right now?
Better get taken care of now. So, the murder place was... Oh, sorry.
Murder place.
Murder place.
You're not wrong.
It was a murder place.
It was a
The
murder
party
place.
went to go investigate this recent killing. However, it was a little bit unusual for the Ripper's MO. There was a lot of damage to the property and even more damage to the corpse. Instead of the usual surgical precision, the body was pulverized. Rio, being the investigator that he is, attempted to use his abilities to sort of reconstruct the scene and gain details about the murderer. Do you want to kind of share what some of your experiences were with that?
Demonic in nature.
Yeah. So everything was going fine for a little while, but then an outside influence sort of interrupted his ability to gather details clearly, manifesting in creature-like shadows and strobing lights and all sorts of confusing details that he's never experienced before that felt very alien to him, which sort of obscured his ability to gather that info. However, he did feel the presence of a very large creature smashing the body of the most recent victim, and they believe that after the corpse had been torn to little bits, that the lungs may have been removed. Getting everything they think they need from the place, they decided to skedaddle right as their imperial nemesis of Agent Otis arrived and told them to leave, at which point they said, "Already on it, Chief," and out they went.
He shot me.
Yes, in his
Why don't
Bad
you whine
trip.
about it some
in his
more?
I
bad
am gonna whine about it some more.
mystical trip, Rio pulled a gun, which in an Imperial-filled room is a bad idea, especially if a shot goes wild, it could hit one of them, and that could be very bad. So, Sanada, being the hero that he is, dived in front of that bullet so they wouldn't spend the night
I
in
don't
jail.
want to go to jail.
Yes. And the party was just leaving.
So if you dove in front of it, he didn't shoot you.
He shot me.
You openly accepted a shot.
He
Yeah.
shot
And then you got some information in the bar.
He shot me.
I did.
Somebody goes to shoot the president.
The
he
nebula
sort of jumps
is
in the way.
weird.
Yes.
They shot him.
They didn't
And
know. They
he
didn't
was
know.
Who
shady.
pulled the trigger?
The guy who died.
You did.
Yeah, so the victim was suspected of selling
I most definitely did not, or there would have been a slug in my arm.
No, it's a hero conspiracy.
Also, we think there might be two people. Two killers.
involved in the process, yeah.
That's
What
a
a-
new development.
One of the things that Rio found out during his investigation was that there
Yes.
was a large creature that battered the dude, and then there was the usual figure, the slip of a phantom that came in and deftly removed a piece and then fled.
This chat. Hey, stay. Stay, homie.
Yeah.
We just wrote the Chainsmokers next song.
Yeah. The basic bitch beat on that thing.
Yep.
4-4 on the floor.
So I believe we left off where the group was just regrouping after Cass had talked to some of the employees of the CNCR.
Were we on our way back to the Obsidian Agenda, or were we already there?
I'm going to say that you guys were just meeting back up after having your conversation to discuss what you were going to do next.
I'm out.
So he's still out.
I'm dead.
You are
He's still
out.
unconscious.
Okay, so you have an unconscious Rio laying at your feet.
Was Fur carrying him, or was I?
Well, you left, and then about for 15 or so minutes, Cass was out gathering some information. So whatever you guys ended up doing with him is what you did with him.
I'll carry him. I'm
Okay.
the strong one.
So you carry him for a while.
That way he'll be closer to the ground too.
Hold
so
me
if I
in your
drop
strong furry arms.
Very
I
cool.
just
Do
died in your arms.
Do you
I like
object
to
to
see that
waking
you're
up
embracing
before
it.
the group regroups, or would you
Fuck
prefer
off.
to stay unconscious?
Oh, bro, I'm out.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So you guys regroup. He's still out.
We should probably go back.
Yeah. I think he might need medical attention.
I don't
Let's-
know what he needs, but it's not something that we can provide him.
Let's go and talk to Jackie and Master Zigatel.
We do need to deliver the necklace as well.
We need to deliver the necklace.
I would like to
Speak with
deliver the
them.
necklace.
But I would like to use a computer that can't be tied back to us for that thing.
Oh, yeah. Weren't we just...
Do they suck?
So
you were-
No,
so
we
let
weren't
me-
just at Chackie's. Chackie's dealing with the crime scene.
Chackie's
so
dealing
he'll
with the
be
crime scene that you
indisposed.
guys are currently not able to approach because Otis is currently there hovering over.
Well,
the
we already
computer.
fucked it, so.
Yes. You received a
Shoot.
slight nudge from Agent Akla, who told you that you guys would not be able to return until the Imperials were gone, and they would be here probably until
For a while.
We have replaced the true necklace with the fake necklace already, right?
Correct. Yes,
Correct.
you are holding on to the true necklace now.
Let's go
Right.
return that.
Let's go return that.
That's on the way back to the Obsidian Agenda anyway, right?
I have no idea.
I believe you're at
where
the
in
docks,
relation
which
that is.
are
Kind
adjacent to Bayside, which is likely somewhat on the way. Yeah.
Okay. So we can take a long trip and get back. Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you guys are heading back to the grub shack.
The Grub Shack, baby Grub
Shack. Damn it.
I did this to you.
No, we did that
Yeah,
to
we-
ourselves.
All right. So you guys call a cab, I'm sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And you head to the grub shack.
Yes, with this unconscious person.
Yeah, who's just laying in the back seat. Don't worry, he's fine. Ah, pain, torture, ah! He's fine, really.
So once
His wife left him. He's been day drinking.
As he takes a drink.
Man, you almost had beer out of his nose.
That would have been
That
great
was the
content.
first time on stream.
That'd been that 5-second video on YouTube.
Blow up.
Flip it. So, let me know what you guys are. Take leads.
Well, we'll go to the Grub Shack.
Okay.
And who wants to deliver this thing? Who's actually talked to this guy?
I have.
I think the three of you or two of you talked to him. I didn't,
I did.
because I was dealing with the entrails, which, quite frankly, I think Rock's left there. So I'm going to stay outside. So that was probably
I'll handle it.
Okay.
All right. So I will make sure that I have the necklace on me, and not like wearing it, but like physically. And I will head on into the Grub Shack.
Okay. You find that it is pretty late in the morning, so the major breakfast rush is pretty much underway. There's people all across the booth. You do see Brett, who is the owner.
What's he doing right now?
He is currently ringing up a customer.
Does he look better?
He looks like
he was
he
like
has...
distraught
Yes.
when we talked to him.
So last time that the party saw him, he was a heaving pile of sadness and pain because his friend Blind Betty had recently been killed by the river.
Oh, Blood Betty, bam a lamb.
It's
Nope.
of the
Damn it.
He looks low energy, but you see him smiling at one of the customers, and he seems to have pulled together fairly well.
So remind me, is this this Grub Shack a line diner where there's like a register that like a Denny's where you walk up to wait to be seated, or can I just like sit and like catch his attention?
I think if you could just sit and catch their attention.
Okay, so I'll find a small little table with my buddy here, and we'll sit down.
With your buddy here?
He's
It's
inside.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I thought you were still carrying him on your shoulder.
We'll leave him outside.
I believe they just left me in the taxi, got out,
I
and the
left
taxi
you
just
on a
drove.
bench outside with me.
I'm pretty sure you could tell the taxi driver to hang out if you were going to be very shortly departing.
It's never short with fur, though.
Maybe. And Fur's talking to them, so
First, short.
If you want to dismiss the taxi, that's on you guys.
I'll leave it up to them because I'm not paying for it. I don't have any money.
Dude, I'm dead.
We'll use his money.
Good luck.
We'll release the taxi, and you'll just have to stay outside with him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So you take a seat. With the rush that's going on, it takes a few minutes for him to kind of register you're there. And he kind of like looks over you, finishes up what he's doing, and comes over with an order book. And he kind of looks like, don't I know you?
Yeah, I was in here. Gosh, I don't remember how long ago, but not too long.
5 days.
5 days ago.
Oh.
Shortly after the incident.
You were here looking into Betty's accident.
Yeah. That's actually why I'm here. You asked us to get something for you.
Did you get the necklace?
Yeah. I think we did.
He takes it and he looks at it and says, "This is it." Oh, how did you guys get me? You know what? Don't answer that
You know
question.
what? Sometimes
I'm
things work out.
glad I have something to be able to send to her parents. Look, you know, I run a diner. I'm not exactly very well to do, and he kind of pockets the necklace, and he kind of walks back around the counter and just kind of leaves you for a second.
Okay.
He comes back with a chit, and he hands it to you and puts it on the table. He says, "Look, I'm not good. I don't have a lot of money to throw around here. I'm going to get in trouble for taking that out of the till. But if you need rations, if you need foodstuffs, I'm going to hook you up.
Okay.
So let me know, and I will get it for credits on the pound." Right.
Hey, that's awesome. What? Can I be Frank?
Okay.
I'm looking to acquire some pain relievers and sedatives.
God, did you just sell guns here?
Fucking day.
I sell pancakes here.
That's okay. Well,
A good omelet always makes me feel better after a hard day.
all right. Well,
Can I ask you a more reasonable question?
that was
Please.
perfectly reasonable.
Have you heard anything more about the case?
No, Imperials won't answer any questions on it. Everything's tightened up. Around here, people are saying that Betty made someone mad, but I don't believe it. I'm pretty sure that she was one of the kindest, most generous people I've ever met, and she didn't deserve this.
Anyone around in the weeks prior to her death that was different or unusual?
No. We get a lot of the same crowd. You know, I wouldn't be able to name them all by heart, but a lot of Bayside comes through here. We're one of the more well-to-do establishments, reasonable cleanliness standards, all that fun stuff.
Have the Imperials come back and asked any more questions?
No.
Okay.
So about those pancakes.
You guys, I'll throw a free meal every day on top of it.
That'd be great.
If you want to come down to Bayside, I'll hook you up.
Very, very amazing.
Nothing but
Thank you.
thanks.
I hope this brings some form of closure.
I'll just be able to reasonably talk to her parents.
Hey man, buddy, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Just remember that the sun rises every day, and when it sets, you can see her in the stars.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that.
We gotta get going, but thank you. We'll let you know if we hear anything else.
Yeah, here, take my contact. Like I said, credits on pound. Like, super easy.
Sure, you got it.
As we're leaving, I'll be like, I think it rains here every day.
Well, you know, the sun still rises.
Somewhere in the system.
Technically on this planet too.
As you guys are making your way back out, you see that the weather, the rain hasn't really changed in volume or anything like that, but the clouds have started to roil and kind of froth around. And the lightning that punctuates the sky is a little less blue and a little more on the violet side.
That's different.
You have not seen the lightning change color since you arrived. Other than that, it seems to be the same story with more energy, perhaps.
All right, where to
Okay.
now?
Well, we should probably get him somewhere.
We just want to go to Chacky?
We just left Chacky.
I mean, the agenda, the other one.
Sure.
Good idea, man.
Yes. Let's head back to the Obsidian agenda. So I don't know that we can reliably find the masked guy.
Old
Zikato?
holy.
Zikato?
Yeah,
Oh, we only know one place to look for.
we were just there.
No, we weren't.
No.
Oh, we weren't?
No, he
I thought we
lives,
found him at Chaggy's.
he lives, as far as we know, at the coroner's place.
Yeah.
But
We're-
Jackie's not there right now.
Right.
So we
I don't know if he
how
would
to
hang
get in
around if
without
Jackie was
Jackie.
not around.
Well, don't we
Plus,
just
I
go-
assume he doesn't spend his day there.
I don't know, like, he and his metal dog thing were back there.
He used to go drinking with ghosts, so I doubt he spent his days there.
We might as well head back to the agenda.
Well, I suppose
There's a medic there.
there's also Cleaver. And maybe Cleaver's
Better.
not dead.
I'll take not dead. I would prefer not in a drug-induced coma, but I'll take not dead.
Well, you know what? It's Cleaver, so good luck with that. I suppose we should flag down another taxi.
We'll head our way back to the
Hill.
obsidian agenda.
Okay, you do so. Someone deduct
Deduct?
about 30 credits for your guys' trip.
I'll do it.
That guy.
So just reaches into the pocket.
No, that's not a credit shit.
That's my penis. Oh, that's your penis.
Jesus
Pay the
Christ.
taxi driver the different way.
You guys pull up to the agenda.
Skirt?
We'll carry him in,
Okay.
and we'll head for the medical spot.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down and see if they have my rifle yet.
Okay. You guys make your way into the agenda. You come up to the door. You present your identification to the scanner. You hear the familiar click that lets you in with no problem, and you enter. The agenda is full of activity. There's a lot of people running around, not like crazy, but like a lot of energy. A lot of people kind of partying, having a lot of fun in there. Music's turned up a few more notches than usual, and it looks to be there's some kind of a crowd trying to get up to the bar where you see Avidity handing out drinks like crazy.
What time of day is it?
You're close to noon.
I was gonna say, I felt like it was like midday.
Hey, are we having a rager?
We are not.
Can you get this unconscious person to the med bay?
He's got a name, dude. But yeah, got it.
Agreed.
As you guys are talking amongst yourself, Avidity sees that you guys have entered, and she kind of waves to get your attention. And when you all finally look, she goes,
Great.
I catch it.
and she says, "Hey, Han Jovi."
Whoa!
Cass, you want to talk to Avidity
I
while we
suppose.
take care of this stuff?
Sure.
But I want to talk to Billy.
You're gonna get him.
I don't want to carry
My
You
you
got
down
a guest
fucking
in
thing.
the hall, in the gambler's hall.
Well, we're going to the Gamblers Hall. This
No,
guy
we're
can-
not.
This guy can wait. I'm going to the Gamblers Hall.
Med Bay.
No.
Also, your friend's back.
Which one?
She kind of nods back.
Bjorn.
Bjorn's back. She kind of nods over to what you assume is the VIP lounge, but she doesn't go into any deeper than that.
Han Jovi is the name of our group of
Yeah.
mercenaries.
Yeah.
Traveling companions. We're real clever.
So, I'm sorry, who was in the gambling hall?
You have a guest.
Oh,
Guest. Let's head to the med bay.
okay, fine. The med bay and then the gambling hall and then Avidity.
Yeah. A circle.
It's actually more of a back and forth line.
Yeah.
You're sawing motion.
Well, if we hug to the left corridor going and then to the left
We
corridor
go to the
coming.
med bay.
Okay. So you guys
You
go
guys
to the
just
med
ruin all
bay.
my fun.
Grace is there sitting at a table, drinking what you assume is like a calf, and reading over some documents. When you come in. Cleaver is still lying on the table, and she looks up at you and she says, "Oh, there you guys are.
What up, G?
Sent you a message. Didn't get it?
No.
Check my data.
Did we get a message?
Do I have a message?
No.
Who do you send it to?
I sent it to the only point of contact we had."
Which is
She holds up a comm data pad with a signal frequency.
do I recognize the signal frequency?
Yeah, it's
That might explain why we haven't gotten it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you should pay more attention to that because I did mark it as urgent. So
Why was it urgent?
it's in regards to your friend's condition.
Do tell.
Are you aware of his present internal condition?
No.
He has insights.
In a manner of speaking.
He
yes.
had insights.
Is this about his drug addiction?
Is he the Reaper?
Less so that. How much do you know about his
Ripper.
past?
Not a ton.
Okay. How much do you know about his medical conditions aside from his conditions?
Not a ton.
Stories and legend.
Please follow me. She's going to walk over to a table that's going to be sort of octagonal in shape, and she presses a few buttons, and actually a holographic Wookiee lying down, mimicking the posture of unconscious Queen pops up. She types a few more buttons, and it starts to strip away layers.
One bit to
until
say
you
sorry.
Can see a system of internal organs. If anyone would like to roll a medicine check, it is going to be
Why not?
average difficulty.
I'm hot garbage. You want to do the Jew?
I don't even know.
Oh,
Dice cam?
hey, look at that. Dice cam. You're going to watch us roll some dice.
I'll roll it. Hand me
I-
some 2 greens.
Wash evenly.
Okay.
That's 4 greens, you cucks. That's 1 success and 1 threat.
Okay.
I have no medical training, but I do see a lot of people's insides.
You see the holographic image has a strange distortion over many of his internal organs. So you see sort of washed out colors where you can kind of see through it into the internal aspects of like this organ over here you can kind of see through, it's kind of transparent, this one over here. Several of them are completely opaque.
I'm gonna be like, what's with this?
From what I can tell, your friend here has a systemic replacement of internal organs. Several of his major organs have been replaced with cybernetics.
Like what?
Well, we've got a liver, we've got a lung, we've got what I think is a kidney. I'm not entirely sure. Wookiee physiology is a little bit out of my purview. Several feet of intestinal tract has been replaced, and looking on the scar tissue, it looks like his insides have been rapidly eviscerated.
Well, he was a pit fighter.
How about the eyes?
Eyes still seem to be intact.
Okay.
You said a pit fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fought for money.
Okay, do you know, can you date when he was a pit fighter?
I'll give what I think is the right dates.
Okay. This is
Based
much
on
more recent than
stories.
that.
How recent?
Probably within the last couple years, I would guess, depending on how fast Wookiees heal.
I'm gonna be honest. We haven't known the guy that long. It's possible that.
All right.
Yeah.
That in and of itself is not an unusual situation. However, this is, and she's going to zoom in on one of the major organs.
Enhance.
Has been, yes, enhanced. And she shows what you assume to be like an artificial liver or something like that. Snaking along it is a system of crystalline structures that have almost seemed to grown out of it and have begun spreading across several of the artificial organs.
What the fuck is that?
I do not know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It's AIDS.
Get it out of him.
You're unconscious.
I unfortunately cannot do that
Why not?
so easily.
Why not? You're a doctor.
It looks like some
Doctor.
kind of semi-organic, yet also partially synthetic growth coming from the synthetic organs themselves. It's as if something is reconstructing the matter inside of him.
Like fixing it,
No.
or like rearranging it in a bad way.
As far as I can tell, and I have very little expertise on whatever this is, this phenomena. I would say it's more like a cancerous growth.
So who has expertise with replacement organs?
Replacement organs. I'm a cyber doc, and I've never seen anything like this before.
Right.
Well,
You're
that's-
saying that your expertise doesn't lie here. You're saying nobody's expertise lies here.
It's a fair interpretation.
What about Jackie?
I doubt that he has any more expertise with.
You could be
Artificial
a bit
organs than I do.
abrupt and a bit rude with this question, so please forgive me in advance.
I don't.
You
If
seem
I
to forget
wanted-
who my regular clientele are.
Yeah, what up? It's me.
That's fair.
What up? It's me.
If I wanted someone better than you at your job, even if it's just on paper, where would I go?
You'd have to go to a hospital specifically designed for cybernetic enhancements.
How many of those are here?
I'm sure there's a couple corporations here specializing in that kind of stuff, but you'd have to, forgive the pun, pay an arm and a leg to get it.
But with that type of surgery, with that type of equipment,
I'm
is
fully
there a
equipped here to do
database of corporate hospitals
not that I have
that I can get to?
Not that I have immediate access to. Corporate databases are not something that you can just regularly hack into.
I'm not looking to regularly do it, but I have a couple of things I want to cross-reference.
Hey, this is a great conversation. Can we perhaps continue it while we figure out...
His state
Yes,
is
very.
not... Cleaver's state we can't change. You can't do anything. All we can really do is monitor, right?
Well, that's not entirely true.
Depends on
Oh, there's a plan? What's your plan, Doc?
A full overhaul of his cybernetic implants.
What the fuck does that mean?
He
to
needs
rem-
all new parts.
Replace everything. It'll cost a fucking fortune.
How much
Yes.
is that going to cost?
If I can get cybernetics that are compatible with the Wookiee, you're looking at least 2,000.
What does that mean? Is there a problem with Wookiees?
No,
What are you
have
trying to
different
say?
Biology.
You have different biology.
Okay. That makes sense.
Cybernetics
And
have
you
to.
smell bad.
Cybernetics.
Fuck off. You smell bad too.
Cybernetics have to be tailored to the species for compatibility reasons. If
Cool.
they're not, they
So
can be
theoretically,
rejected.
if I was trying to purchase like cybernetic arms, how quickly could I have those installed?
For Cleaver, you're looking at approximately 2,000 credits per organ replacement, which is going to be close to about 10,000 credits. This procedure needs to be done as soon as possible if you expect your friend to make a recovery.
Do you have... How quickly can you get the parts?
I can probably get the parts within the next couple days, and I can begin the procedure very shortly after that.
And what kind of work do you have that we can do to pay that kind of debt? Because I'm not too keen on staying in that kind of debt thing.
Have you talked to Madame Lahani about opening up a line of credit?
Well, apparently that's our next stop. After the gambling hall.
Really don't want to do that.
I'm going to go get my rifle.
Just get up.
So,
I'm
done with this
irritated.
conversation.
I'm done.
We'll
Did you
need
take
some
a look at
time.
this guy.
Yes, please put him on the table.
I will pick him up off the ground and I will.
She goes up and she takes a scanner and she begins like testing the different.
Erogenous zones. I'm
The
sorry.
different pressure points and taking like vitals and stuff like that. And
He had what appeared to be a psychological breakdown.
see, more of the body, but if he's okay, hold on. So she goes over and she reviews some of the data, puts it on the computer, grabs a couple of chems, and she says, "Do you know what caused this?"
No.
Okay. We'll try something, and she's gonna walk over to
Do
you,
it.
and she's gonna hold a bottle under your nose.
Nope.
No response whatsoever.
It's Jaeger.
It's Jaeger. He just
Okay.
lulls farther into being unconscious.
All right, that's unusual.
I
I'm getting brain activity, however, for some reason I can't seem to snap them back to consciousness. So, how drastic do you want me to get?
if I need to punch him in the face, I'll do it.
I have a slightly less invasive, probably.
Like a massive shot of adrenaline.
I'm not going to go quite that far. However, I'm going to try electrodes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, cool, man.
She's going to strap several pieces of
Here we
wireless
go, boys.
points to your head, and she is going to very slowly ramp the ampage. So it's going to stimulate, and then it's going to get like basically worse and worse to the point where your brain is going to be sent into an autonomous like I need to react state.
Should get like 20% off the amperage. It'll
Yeah.
reel up out of it.
It takes so 20% of the ampage is like deeper than a REM sleep would have been able to sustain. Your brain was in lockdown.
Yeah.
So you zap her.
Ah!
Don't you ever do that again! As I slap him across the face.
She takes down the image, and you
Why?
suddenly feel yourself kind of like
Ah.
drifting back down.
Smell like waffles to you guys?
So it
I'd
wasn't a
rather not
stroke.
comment on your smell.
What happened there, champ?
I don't remember.
Alright, let me remind you. You pulled out your gun in a room full of Imperial officers and started firing it.
Did I really?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a little alarming.
All I remember seeing is this big wave of darkness coming. And that's all I remember. That's it.
That's it? Nothing else? Absolutely positively nothing else?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm lying to you, Ferg?
You didn't perhaps buy any drugs for me?
For the fucking Christ. Oh my god. Why don't you find some fucking back alley dealer and get some...
You know, we're in the
Ken.
Undercity for a reason,
That
right?
kind of scares me, to be honest.
Anyway, did I shoot
I want some-
somebody?
yeah, actually.
Ooh.
Just Sonata.
Oh,
It turns out your aim is impeccable.
good.
On the downside, you shot Sonata. Probably pissed off. On the plus side, you didn't shoot anyone that was going to arrest us.
Oh,
They're
okay.
going to
Well,
pick
that-
up their new rifle right now. by the way.
They?
Yeah.
Why is Sonata now two people? More than one
No,
person?
it's like, you
It's
know.
one for each leg.
Yeah, exactly. It's tall. You know what? Sonatas. No.
So, what year is it? What time?
Alright, are you
You
okay
have an
now?
urgent message.
You have two messages. One is urgent. One is from a... You know how, like, if you get called by an unknown number more than once, it registers on your phone that you've received that number before, but it doesn't say who it is until you add them to the contacts?
Right.
You have one of those, and then you have an urgent one from Doc Grace, who is saying, I need to speak to you immediately about your friend's condition.
So we're here. What's going on?
Cleaver has lots of replacement parts, and they're fucking killing him.
Wait, what?
So in order for him to not die, we have to get him other replacement parts, which is going to be expensive.
How expensive?
2,000.
A part. 10,000, you said?
Are they made out of
Yeah, about that.
rare material? Like, are they clad in some sort of unobtainium? Why
So
are they
here's-
so much?
Well, that's just like the regular cost of organs. But here's the deal, man. So, like,
Do you buy organs regularly?
well, I've been looking into it. So, like,
Yes?
his organs, man, they're like growing roots.
They're like growing roots.
Yeah, like
Honestly, it's really not important.
stalagmites.
Other than the
inside of
fact
him.
that
He's gonna
there's
die,
a
I
timer
see.
on him.
Okay.
And in other news, there are people waiting for us upstairs.
Person, guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was singular. It was not.
So
plural.
I'm gonna open the data pad. I'm gonna delete the message from her.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other?
You just
The
delete
other
things, man.
message...
Archive that.
For what? We're here. We already got the information. There was no.
In case we need to prove it to somebody else.
We didn't record the conversation. You didn't have the forethought to do that. Anyway,
The message reads, Hey guys, Gizka here. Not sure if you saved this line, but it's mine if you ever need to reach me. I know you guys are busy, but if you can call me back when you've got a second, got a couple business things I want to talk to you about. Hope everything's going well.
I'm gonna send him the camera response. See you soon.
Okay.
How does he type? Never mind. I don't care. Let's go to where the person's waiting for us.
I'm sure it's text to
Can
speech,
I
and I'm
pick
sure
up
it's
my
really
rifle
bad.
And meet them there.
So you go up to the counter to retrieve your rifle, and
1
3 dark.
and 3 dark.
yeah.
It wasn't great.
You have mail.
So as you approach the counter, Moxie looks at you and says, "Oh, hey. So we were able to find that rifle for you.
Excellent.
Do you have your payment?
I do, and my trade-in, as we discussed.
From now on, Just to make sure that we're all on the same page here, we're going to collect our payments up front from now on.
I don't emoji.
You have a bit of a reputation for not following through on your end of the bargains, or so I've been told.
Yeah, new here. Wasn't sure if you deliver.
We always deliver.
As I can
See, won't be a
unless
problem
it's
next time.
delivery.
It's DiGiorno.
Unless it's a custom change.
I will pay them
Man, it's so
and
strong.
give them my slug thrower in exchange for the Mark 5.
Perfect. You will receive it.
I'm gonna
Because you come home to
immediately
roost.
inspect it, just briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna nod,
Rio does not
shoulder
emoji.
it, and head back up.
Fur emojis.
Fur is all emoji.
All emoji.
There's
all the
no words.
Fur-
it's
fur
just emoji.
Is just like 12 emojis in a string, and you have no idea what he's trying to get across.
I mean, it's eggplant, skull, the water gun,
Birthday cake.
birthday cake, prayer hands, and then the excitement emoji.
And then like
100.
8 100s.
And then what-
Yes.
with a couple of fires in there, so
Just got you real.
that's also him in real life. So.
The 8 100s and the fire emojis, that's me.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we'll head to the gambling hall.
Yeah.
We'll meet up with him, and we'll do that.
Perfect. As soon as you
Yep,
walk
I'll
into the
meet you all
gambling
there.
hall, you pick her out of the crowd immediately.
Bet.
Like an ashen-haired rose coiled up so as to touch as little of her surroundings as possible. Her red dress is splendid, and it frames the familiar edges of her hawkish but beautiful features. You can see the blood relation between her and Ghost plain as day. And it's a painful commentary on what Ghost would have looked like if he had laid off the chems a bit. Unlike him, she seems to be vibrant and almost glowing in the neon lights, an energy that not even the look of revulsion on her revulsion towards her surroundings can dim, an authority and sharpness that must run in the family. But despite any similarities, she's from an entirely different world than you and Ghost both know.
About how old is she?
She is probably around 30-ish, just above that, which you would assume to be the same age as Ghost,
Okay.
relatively.
You want to go ahead and hide the dice game? Sorry, he was talking. Anyway, I will skirt around the outside of the room. I will register that she's there, and then keep going as if I'm not a part of this. And I will go around the outside and basically put myself in a position where I'll be more or less behind her.
Okay.
Direct approach.
Yep, straight up.
New rifle over the shoulder. I'm just gonna walk right up.
You guys approach her with
I
little
will be
something,
behind them.
and she seems to almost recoil a little bit, but not
You can
overtly, but just kind of leans back a little bit. Can I help
Is
you?
she at a table?
Yeah, she's at one of the tables alone.
I'll sit right across from her. You came here looking for us?
Who are you?
Hi, we're ghost friends.
Bon Jovi.
I find that hard to believe.
Do you?
Ghost
That's
doesn't
fine.
have friends.
Okay. We were once Ghost's co-workers who he...
Ghost fucked us over.
I'm gonna
That sound familiar?
pull the part of my bag
Let's-
around and pull out a photo and
Hold
just
on.
set it on the table.
I'm so confused on what's going on right now.
not violence. 100% not violence.
Thank you.
I have the paper photo of Gil and Jesse from 30 years ago on Alderaan on the table under my finger.
Where did you get that?
Ghost.
We are who we say we are. What do you know?
We let him off the hook.
Can I see that?
You're looking at it, right?
So I'm assuming you're Jesse,
Yes.
which makes him Gil.
Jill. Yes.
Oh.
Jill?
Jill?
Jill.
Oh.
Jill? Like,
Jill?
is it Jill
Interesting.
or is it Jill?
Jill.
Jill.
Jill. That's really tough for Wookiee to say.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said what we were saying. Jill.
Jill.
He's having a really hard time pronouncing the name.
He keeps pronouncing it Jill, which is wrong.
Jill. Gil.
Well, I guess you do sort of look like the type of people that Jill would associate.
What is that supposed to mean?
I would take offense. I would take offense to that, but in the place that we're at, I won't. Anyway, what?
They want the dice camp back.
What do you?
Chief
This will
wants
make
the
the
dice
dice
cam back
cam
really
back.
badly. Go ahead and just yeah.
But it,
I teased you. I'm sorry.
Just teasing him.
The dice tease. It's too
shit.
real.
now there we won't see any announcements because it's above the camera. Anyway,
All right.
We'll ration it. We'll give him a little bit. We'll take a little bit. We'll give him a little bit.
God damn it, Chief!
By
Anytime we
Aesthetics,
roll,
man.
So, anyway, you came here looking
It's
for
too
us.
real. Poked out pistol. Sorry.
You came here looking for us.
Well, that's not entirely true. A young man named Gizka called me, said that my brother was dead,
Well, yeah.
and that I should stop here and talk to someone about
Whoa,
some kind of
son of a
investigation.
Brother?
Well, I want to point at the photo with my other hand.
Sir, how dense are you? Don't answer that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he's dumb. You don't understand him.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
that's
Who
fine.
talking
I'm
about
gonna
what?
point it far, but you can't understand him.
No.
Hi.
Oh, you lovely creature! I envy you.
What's happening?
She can't understand you.
Oh, this is fucking bullshit.
Here's an idea. How about you
Fur,
go get some breakfast?
Why don't you go try to find some drugs? There's
It's
a bunch
noon.
of people. Here. Go do that.
I'm sure that we're
Great
just,
idea.
we're
Can't ruin the
communicating.
conversation.
Apologies.
Why did he call you?
Why didn't he tell?
Us. Oh,
We're gonna have words with him.
wait a minute. I'm gonna look at the data pad. When was Gitska's message sent?
Probably a few hours ago.
When did you get called?
I don't know, early this morning?
I'm gonna have words with that man.
Gitska gave you every opportunity.
We're gonna have words.
Anyway,
Anyway, yes. We're trying to find out what happened. We have pieces. We're trying to put the picture together.
So he's dead, but you don't know it.
He's
he
dead.
said he was spaced.
We know technically how he died.
Which was...
He was killed by somebody.
He was killed by someone. We're trying
You
to
know, the
figure
Ripper
out
guy that they
who
keep
that
talking
person-
about that the Imperials don't want to be mentioning because it
Ripper
may...
guy.
Yeah, Ripper. The Ripper, the serial killer that's going around. He's killed like, what, 4 people now?
five
The
people.
Imperial
people now.
Ripper.
Wish
The
I could say
Imperial
that I
Ripper.
was surprised, but given the type of crowds he ran with and the work that he did, it's only seems like a fitting way for him to go out.
Yeah. Anyway,
You don't seem real upset.
yeah.
Over my dead weight of a brother,
Why show up?
Where are you?
because
Yeah.
I was asked to. Something about an investigation. I was brought here, I thought, by your guys' request.
Nope.
We were trying to see where he was living.
Do you know where that was?
No, I haven't spoken to him in years.
I want to say that there was a reference in Mom being here too.
Yeah. Where's your mom?
Why do you want to know?
Because
Because she's a connection?
she was referenced in conjunction with him as far as potentially living arrangements.
My mother has nothing to do with him.
Except pieces that have been put together show otherwise. And
What
that's why
are
we
these
asked.
pieces?
Let's be fair and to be bold with it. We don't have a lot of pieces with his family. We're
But
trying to
I-
find pieces. Of his puzzle, we have more than many others.
Why would you even bother?
Money,
What do you mean?
life insurance policy, money.
What? Who's... He put out a life insurance policy on himself? Why would you guys get it?
Bounty.
Because
Bounty on what?
this
I don't
We have a
understand.
contract.
This conversation isn't going on.
No, it's not. We have a contract.
You're gonna wish you had the muscle there.
We're going to find who killed him. Cash in on said contract.
You guys don't look like security forces to me.
They wish they were as talented as we are.
Okay, so
Consider us private investigators.
Well, one of us is in
okay, this is just too much for me.
Figured.
Are you leaving? So we can
Surprised.
do something else?
I moved out of the sector to avoid my brother's games, and here he is after he's dead, and I'm being roped back into it.
You know, you can just leave, right? Like, no one's keeping you here. If you're not going to help us, you're a hindrance. And at that point, you can go.
Wait, you moved out of the sector.
If I'm a hindrance, I'll just go.
You're not giving us any. You're not giving us
I'm
any
gonna
reason
go
to.
to the front door of the agenda.
Okay.
You're not giving us anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was. I came here to fulfill your guys' demands.
We've only asked. But
Yes, you've asked. I've asked. Trying to come to an understanding.
and yet,
Your
you're
attitudes
the
are
one.
Do you not understand?
unreasonable.
Have you?
It's simple. What do you not understand?
You called me here to investigate my brother's death, which
We
I
called
just
here
heard
to
about.
ask you questions about what had been happening since he returned here, or since he came here, to try to figure out who killed him, and exactly why.
I've been working to improve my own life, not be dragged down by the eternal.
So this is
black
all about
hole.
her. So I mean,
All right.
You can't be
I've
dragged
had enough
down
of
by
this.
something that you're
Thank
not
you
around.
so much for your time. I wish you the best of luck in your ventures. Goodbye.
Cool.
And she stands up and she grabs her purse and starts walking.
I will go to the bar. I'm gonna grab a drink. There's no reason for somebody not to work with us and have that kind of attitude. We don't have time for it. We have other things that we need to handle. I'm not gonna sit here.
That a lot better.
I'm not gonna sit here in this bar and listen to somebody who's gonna be unwilling to help.
I will
I've-
look at
I've-
her
to
to
help
when she leaves.
She will stop.
Like, not like jumping from but like
You don't need to.
go and
She starts
segue.
anyway.
Sorry.
It's quite alright. And she tries to step.
I understand that you're Ghost sister.
I've seen enough of those people. Yes, she.
Yes,
was.
I'm Jill's sister.
She continuously was bringing up herself.
I'm looking into his
Could have
death
got information.
in
Seems
conjunction
we couldn't have.
with
Where'd she move from?
the
Where she
Imperial Ripper
originally was living.
and
It's all-
because
it's
he
all
made
its other
contact
victims.
with them, which means
He's one in a string of them.
She
There's
hasn't.
something
She hasn't
of
heard from
a
him in multiple years. There's no reason.
MO involved,
Okay.
and I'd like to
Yes,
get
she
more
did.
background information if I could.
Yes, she did. She specifically
I-
said I haven't had contact. with her
I
in
suppose
many years.
what can I
Exactly
what can I
what she
possibly give you?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to try and see if we can get some
You don't have
background
family,
information on Ghost before
Do you have
your
brothers and
relationship with
sisters?
him fell apart.
Okay.
in a different sense of the word.
We're siblings. We grew up on Alderaan together until our father passed away. Then he tried to support the family, and he went and joined up with the Republic. War broke out, and he changed. He became self-destructive. He came back, sometimes out of his mind. He scared my mother and I. We had to separate from him, and for our own protection, we left Alderaan. He kept with the security forces up through the transition to the Empire. Alderaan was destroyed. He came and retrieved my mother without asking me, and brought her to this place. And I've just sort of been trying to make my way since.
So he gathered your mother and brought her here.
Correct.
Do you know where she is?
She's dead.
How long?
For about a month or so.
All right. Do you know anything about what Ghost was doing here in the past year or so?
I've made it my goal to detach myself from him in all of his putrid lifestyles. I didn't even know he was in this or had anything to do with this. And she kind of gestures around at the agenda.
Well, in spite of who he was, it's in everyone's best interest if this killer is captured, and that is what my goal is. Is there a way I can contact you if I have more questions, just in the interest of public safety?
I suppose so. I can give you a contact, a message drop box. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and send it to this address. However, I will not be accosted anymore on this. I want this issue to be closed. I want this matter to be resolved. I don't want my family's history and the garbage that my brother is strewn across their name, my mother's name, my name, any further.
Understood. I'll try not to contact you unless I need to.
I would appreciate that.
Have a good night.
Okay.
I'll go back in.
So I'm on my way looking for some shady people to buy some drugs from.
Well, the person who stands out the most to you is Dapper, the Defil, which is a wolf man, standing at the counter.
Fucking devils, no.
Hey, man. What's good, brother?
Quite a few things.
Hey, so I'm looking to acquire some substances.
How very subtle. What's your fancy?
I'm looking for mild pain relievers and or sedatives.
Ooh.
And
A broken heart you need mended?
potentially, but not like sad, but like beaten up in the face.
Banter. But, okay.
I'm also needing some like pick-me-ups, like some amphetamines or.
Do you understand that those don't go together?
Hey man, I'm not here for a science lesson. I'm here for drugs.
Look, my credits are good. Just fuck me up, fam.
Pretty much.
All right. How bad do you need it?
Whoa, that's a weird question for this setting. What do you mean?
Well, are you looking for mild, moderate, adventurous?
For which one, the painkillers or the sedative, the amphetamines?
Yes.
I need like 5 speed.
So I'm looking for. So here's my scenario that I'm gonna be in. I'm going to be engaged in personal hand-to-hand combat with an individual who cheats with metal hands.
You're fighting Praetor.
Yes. I need some things
You
to.
want to cheat.
No, I don't want to cheat. I'm looking to even the score.
Let me tell you, I'm all about having a good time. And what you're in for, that's not going to be
Hey
fun.
man, I don't need anybody to tell me any more stuff about how good at fighting she is. I need drugs.
That's more of what I was talking about.
Oh, okay, continue. Apologize. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Do you know about the rules of the Starfall Stadium?
No, my friends won't let me go there.
I see. Maybe new friends?
No, they're coworkers. There's
So, to get above rank C,
let me see.
yes, you need to follow the rules of the stadium. Praetor is a rank B. Only by achieving rank B can you start using outside substances legally in the ring.
So what rank am I?
If you've never gone there, you're probably
Dick.
probably rank C.
So there's 3 ranks. There's CBA.
And S.
Because anime.
C, B, A, and then champion.
Who's the champion?
There's a few of them. There's a list.
There's a list of champions.
Yes.
What kind of place names multiple champions?
The WWE.
Every wrestling is.
Okay. So she's allowed to use her whatever metal bullshit because she's a class B.
Cybernetics are not disallowed in lower levels as long as they are
Cool.
certified.
How do I buy black market cybernetics?
Doc Grace.
Doc, what?
Doc Grace.
She denied me. I asked.
For drugs.
You're looking at me like I didn't just ask her this.
You know she's a cyber doc, right?
So that's why she's trying to upsell us on the organs.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm
If
just
you
working.
want to buy drugs, I've given you the warning. What do you want?
I would like 1 mild pain reliever that is stronger than a stim pack, but I do not lose mental or physical capabilities. I would also like a pick-me-up that makes me stronger and faster, and maybe some Adderall for while I'm working.
200 for the pain, 500 for the steroids, and I don't know what Adderall is.
No, it's a drug that helps you focus.
It's not really what I'm about.
You don't like focusing?
I'm about relieving the tension, not creating it.
What's your vision like if you can't focus?
You know where to find me when you have the credits.
All right. Thanks, man. You have a good one, all right, bud?
You too.
Hey, guys, are you done talking to the lady?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, so we need to go to the arena at some point. Just,
Why?
I gotta get promoted.
Why do you need
Or what?
Rank B
For what?
for the fight.
Why?
Because she's a rank B.
So you gotta spend
I'm still
an
not convinced.
ordinate amount of time in a
Are you
an
trying
arena?
to affect the spread?
Why do you
guess,
need
yeah.
to get to? Why? You just have to get to B so you can fight her.
No, well, I don't know the rules, so I'd like to go and find out the rules. All I know is that she is a B, I am a C, and that you can go up to an A or a champion, of which there are multiples.
So, I talked to Ghost's sister, and I didn't get much out of her, but the mom is dead. About a year.
Okay. About a year.
About a year.
Cool. So she's a.
I think it was a matter of months when she died. Is that not what I said?
It was a matter of months. She's dead.
So she died before Ghost.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Which you were somewhat aware of already
Right.
due to age notice.
Something about appointment.
So, we need to talk to Avinity.
Avidity
There was
for
someone
what?
else waiting for us, right?
Yeah.
We need to talk to
There was
Ghost.
something else.
Gitska and Avidity.
So
would you
Giz-
talk to
Gizka sent you
for
a
the
message saying he
drinks?
wanted to talk to you, and then Avidity informed you that you had a guest in the gambling hall and your friend was back, and she gestured towards the lounge.
Well, let's head to the lounge.
The boys are back.
The
To
boys
the
are back in
lounge.
town. So we head to the lounge.
We lounge.
Okay.
Who do we
He's
see?
around.
Who do we see in the lounge?
Okay, if you look around,
Sure.
No.
the row of booths that you guys normally take a seat at and you're served and all that. At the very last one against the wall, you notice that the table has been removed and is set up against the wall, and hanging down it in sort of a half curtain is a sort of a half curtain of like silk that has been arranged so it kind of fits like a hammock, and you see a familiar robed figure swinging on the hammock.
That's weird. Hey, man, are you allowed to do that?
Yes, I am.
No, cool, man. What's up?
What's up with you guys?
Just chasing killers.
Ah, any luck with that?
No.
No.
Ah,
We
sorry to hear it.
got some questions for you, man.
Oh, I see. I hope the first one is, how have you been?
You know what? Actually, that was my second question.
Oh, what was the first one?
What do you get for breakfast?
I prefer sausage.
That explains a lot.
Could have guessed.
Is it for the?
I don't think he walks around with a sausage in his bullet hole.
He's a meat unicorn.
Unicorn.
The figure in front of them, for those who don't know, is robed in a black hooded garb with a metal mask over his face that has slitted eyes and red sort of vine accents going up it. One of the most telling things about this figure, though, is that there is a bullet hole directly in the forehead of the mask.
Indeed.
You recognize the figure as Zeke, or as Gizka calls him, Master Zikato.
So, how are you?
I've been better, but I'm...
Oh, what's troubling you, man?
Oh, you know, the case of the giant bounty looming over my head.
How's that going?
I seem to have hit a wall.
Uh,
Yeah,
metaphorical or physical?
metaphorical.
Good.
There's no wall in front of him, though.
Well, there's one behind him. I don't know if he hit it first.
That's what I've always been doing, just sitting there hitting walls.
It was a hammock. It swings.
I have
Anyway.
people who have been helping me with it. However, their efforts seem to be countermanded by something. And so I'm trying to, you know, stir up a little bit of interest. Some intrigue, you know?
Possibly imagine why it would be difficult to get rid of your bounty.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I know.
He was saying he can't imagine why it'd be tough to get rid of your bounty.
Ah, yes. Good point.
I can imagine, as I'm more creative.
I don't think that's...
Have you heard
Okay.
anything else about the Ripper case recently?
Fortunately, I have not been able to put too much effort into it.
Jackie's busy.
Jackie
Do
is
you
busy.
have access to that building?
To which one?
The only building other than
Chappie's
this one
office.
we've seen you at.
I suppose so.
You live there.
I don't.
Where do you live?
Wherever I can find shelter.
Oh, cool, man.
So technically you live there, because you have no home.
So you're homeless.
He's a ruffian.
He chuckles.
We can relate to that feeling at least
We have a home.
right now.
It's still a home.
Anyway,
That's cute.
we would like to look over some of his notes about the previous victims that he's been able to.
Why don't you just ask him?
He's busy.
Busy at an Imperial controlled facility that we can't get back into.
Okay, how long is he going to be there for?
Probably a while. It was a mess.
I doubt whatever he's dealing with is going to be an indefinite measure, so your best bet is probably just to wait for him to have
Hey,
some
did
free
you
time.
leave any blood there when you started,
It's a blaster bird.
I'm just asking if you bled. You hit the ground, maybe you
Something-
scraped your elbow. I don't know.
I hit him.
For real, something chimes in front of you when you hear him say, "Did you leave any blood behind?" And you're just like, "Whoa! Why did that? What happened?"
Did somebody... I'm going to pull my data pad.
You felt like a jolt.
That was weird.
If
That-
we didn't shoot people or try to shoot Imperial,
Are you done?
we'd been fine.
You still mad about that? You can get over that. We're done. It's over. Anyway,
You kind of find your mind wandering back to the tables that you had
I would advise
or that
against
you had
that.
seen the dude fall into. But then you come back and you're like,
I like this.
You willingly jump in front of him.
He was going to shoot Imperial.
You're 100% at fault.
we need to go back.
You
Let's
want me
throw
to-
you in front of him next time.
Good
You
luck
were
trying
gonna
to
say
move
that.
me.
We need to go back.
At some point, you were going
We
to say,
can't go
hey,
back.
you know that place with all the Imperials that kicked us out and are wary of us? We need to go back there.
We'll go back
Do we
there
need to
when
do
they're
it
gone.
soon, or can we go when they're done?
Well, sooner rather than later would be preferred. Because,
you know that the Imperials are going to be there until after midnight tonight.
Good luck.
You know, we can kill some time. I have some places to be.
like the arena.
In fact, Rio, the arena is exactly where I would like to go.
Right.
You guys seem to have made a nest here. How are you
What are you
enjoying
trying
the
to
agenda
imply?
life?
When did Ghost have surgery?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ghost had surgery. When did he have it?
Do you His remember liver. When did he have the surgery?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ghost had a liver replacement. And he's asking when did that take place?
If I had to use my best guess, when he disappeared for a couple weeks,
Do you know when that was in the timeline of the world?
If you had Ghost's monetary resources, where would you have gone for that?
I don't know. Ghost didn't have much, but his list of contacts was pretty extensive.
Yeah, it was.
I would have believed that he would have went to Grace, but apparently that's not the case. So
You don't know.
I don't. The specific surgery itself is...
Hey, I got some personal questions, man.
Here we go.
Lay 'em on me.
You don't want that.
What's with this Gitska kid?
What do you want to know?
Why does he call you master?
Oh,
We know that.
I want to hear it from him.
Gizka's a very gifted child.
In what way?
It's a very special one for that matter.
He can see even though he's blind.
In a sense, yes, he very much can. He's gifted, and I'm trying to help him explore those gifts. Unfortunately, in the setting that he's in, he's a bit stifled.
Oh, is he?
So you don't like him here?
He needs a...
Oh no,
Just,
I mean,
experience.
I mean, like, would you say that you've encouraged him to take outside jobs?
no. I have encouraged him to seek outside sources of knowledge.
I see.
There's some formidable fighters here, very worldly people who know the streets, know the life. However, there are things much deeper than the work that's being done here that he could excel at.
I see. I see.
Cool, do we need anything else?
We need to
Do
talk
you
to
know what
Outside of that.
occurred with Ghost when his mother died?
Yeah, he hit the bottle a lot harder than usual. In fact, that's actually pretty close to when he disappeared. Probably. Hi, dog. You're like breathing on my leg.
He does that.
He does that.
He does that.
I don't know. Usually he and I spend a lot of time together, but it seems like whatever he was gonna go put himself through, he didn't want anyone with him for it.
Huh. You know, the thing that's really frustrating about that guy is he's really quiet. Except
Ghost?
yeah.
Yes, he's a deeply personal person, unless you could get him drinking. And then he spoke a lot, but didn't say very much.
What do you know about his sister?
That he wasn't fond of her in the least.
I
She doesn't
could not tell why.
That's
She can't understand me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Depending on your point of view.
Fuck off.
Hey,
Wookiee is a cultured language.
Can I ask you a question about combat?
You haven't stopped asking me questions, but sure, go ahead.
But specifically about combat. Hey, doggo. Let's say that you're in an environment where you are fighting someone who
Okay.
is more renowned,
more powerful.
more powerful.
Powerful in what way?
Strength, skill, experience,
Yeah.
tenacity,
Yeah.
training, looks.
General likability, intelligence.
any way that you can have an edge on someone.
I
they
see.
have it.
How would you go about evening the scope of the fight?
Well, depending on who you're talking about and just how brutal you want him to be about it, I wouldn't fight this person on their level.
Well,
I would attack the foundation that they stand on.
Okay, so here's the situation. I'm fighting an individual in a structured environment in which there are rules of combat.
Oh, you're Crift then.
What? Yeah. So, what I'm thinking is
Tell them who you're fighting.
I'm gonna fight Praetor.
I see. You
Uh,
do know that she's up and coming A class, right?
So all I know is that she has cybernetics, and I beat her to a point in an unsanctioned fight that she requested that we move to a sanctioned fight.
I'm gonna
It wasn't
have you
going
roll a
anywhere.
deception on that one. That one's gonna be, be looking at 3 reds.
You should also take a setback because Rio's not.
Yes, take a
Can
step
I
back
have a
because
boost? Because Fur genuinely believes that's what happened.
I would say that you can take a boost and a setback just because your hype squad is the exact opposite of hype squad right now.
They're like,
Ooh, that's gonna be a no from that doggo.
no, that is a failure.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, so that's actually only one failure. That was pretty good for that. Being stacked against me.
Considering
Like
the pool.
that. Yeah, considering the pool. Like whether you believe me or not, that's my interpretation of the events.
I don't know where you got that from.
I'm just like your tone of voice like completely changed from what we were.
Where
like,
is
before.
this going for?
So like what? I don't know, man. I'm looking for answers, and
Here's an
I'm
idea.
getting the
What
impression.
What if you just go to the arena
Yeah.
and you fight your way to the class, and you guys have just a one-on-one, and you get beat, and everything goes fine.
Do you think that you're better than her? I think that I see us as equals.
In that case,
You shouldn't drugs.
if you're both equals, then it's going to come down to luck.
So how do I get lucky?
Well, you have to find
Stay
him
up all
first.
night.
He went missing.
Yeah, it's
Ran
really
off with
weird
the
how
wizard's
Bjorn's
daughter.
characters went missing in all of our campaigns at the same time.
No.
All right.
Can I ask you a different question?
I don't know why you guys keep even asking for permission.
It's more of a transition than actually asking for permission.
Fair.
Do you know of a place where one could go to get access to a computer to look at something that they don't want traced back?
Ooh, great question. Hitting hard.
I think there's
That
a
doesn't need
few.
a height now.
I think there's a few servers in town.
Just trying to show how
that
it's
you
done.
could probably tap into. Depends on how much computer knowledge you have.
Okay.
For the most part, if you're looking for, depends on how deep into the databases you're looking to crawl. Certain
That against me.
certain access points will allow you
I will.
untraceable
I have no money.
common knowledge to
That you're gonna
perhaps
miss
some
them.
restricted knowledge.
Get
But if
that
you push
block.
deeper than that, you're gonna run into countermeasures.
I'm looking for a way to access a portable hard drive
Oh, you picked
that
it up?
may call home, and I want to be not somewhere I'm going to live when I do that.
Yeah, I can probably name a few.
Perfect.
What are you looking to do with that information?
We'll see when I have that information.
Look at it, analyze it, delete it, sell it.
Well,
whatever.
if you want to analyze the information, I recommend any jack point that doesn't have HoloNet connection.
Like a
I'm sure they have those here.
cafe, right?
No, those are generally linked to public access. You would need a remote computer.
We could probably procure one here.
I believe Giska has one.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
No,
gotta
we're
talk
going to
to him anyway.
Gitska. We got to talk
You
to
can
him.
stay here and drink.
No, I don't want to deal with that computer.
Right, but we'll
Oh,
have
just
him
because
with
it
us.
doesn't like you.
Gitska can talk to the computer. We won't let it hurt you again.
You still salty? You seem almost. Anyway, I think we're done with this line of questioning, aren't we?
Yeah.
Unless you have any
Hey,
more
with this
useless
guy.
questions.
if you think of anything that might help me, let me know.
My
do not
first
contact
and
him.
primary recommendation would be get good.
I am good. Do you want to fight?
Yes.
Wait, do you fight in the arena too?
Not under a commonly known monk here.
Right, but we recognize you.
You wouldn't recognize me at this point. At that point. But yes, sometimes I do. I dabble.
Huh. You dabble.
Yeah, I try to keep
What
myself.
rank are you?
I am coming up to B rank shortly.
Hey, you fight him.
You'll get
Lose to him, realize Praetor's out of your league, and get over it.
Next time he shoots you, when you're on the ground and you're whining about being shot by Rio because he has terrible aim,
If you guys are ever looking for pocket cred,
I'm gonna kick you in the
or
side of
just
the head.
a little bit of fun, low level arena is I think pretty stimulating.
We each get our
I think
rocks off
somebody would
differently.
go to the arena.
Sure.
Do you know anything about Cleaver's implants?
There's like a long, flat silence. What would you like to know?
Where he got them and how they differ from normal implants?
Because they're
Why
killing
they
him right
suck.
now.
Killing him?
Yeah.
He now has a timer.
He's in a medicated coma.
They have to be replaced.
I mean, unless you have money to loan us to replace them. Let me rephrase that. Unless you have money to give us to replace them.
Do
How
you
much-
know anything about Cleaver's implants?
Yes.
What do you know?
He received them after taking substantial damage to his body.
That's what I figured.
So they're not drug induced?
Droid-induced?
Drug.
Drug
No,
induced.
drug-induced. I'm sure his physical conditions were not very good before the implants. However, as a Wookiee, he's pretty stalwart. The wounds he suffered were significant and required massive, intrusive surgeries.
Okay.
Did he get them at a reputable place?
No, but they were given by a reputable person.
Who?
Check.
How did I know you wouldn't say that?
You asked.
Everything's linked.
So, we have to talk to Chase.
So we have to punch Jackie in the face.
Why don't think
whoa,
Jack is
whoa,
going to
whoa,
talk
whoa,
much about
why?
that.
Why not?
Why is that?
It's not something that it's sort of personal business.
Okay.
So-
I don't feel comfortable talking about Cleaver's physical condition without Cleaver.
Do you want us to
We could go
walk
down
to
to the
Cleaver?
med bay
And you
and
can
then
see
you can be
him
present.
right there in a medically induced coma because
Let
his
me
organs are killing him.
rephrase this. Cleaver doesn't know he has them.
Okay, so no
Really?
problem telling us. Because
Whoa, wait.
So, he doesn't know that he has
Cybernetics?
basically half of his organs replaced.
Correct.
Perhaps more.
Unless he's figured it out within the last couple of years of our separation, then that's unlikely.
So why doesn't he know?
I want to say that would be something he would brag
Would
about.
that
so
be
no.
a secret?
Why would that come about in the
It's a
first
personal.
place?
It's a
all right,
That it
so
is.
yeah,
But his life is going to end shortly.
hey,
And
you
any
know,
information regarding this subject would be helpful to prevent that from happening.
you know
I
that
can look
thing
into it.
where I said that we should punch Jackie in the face?
You want to punch him in the face instead?
No,
What?
I want
Why?
to punch Jackie in the face.
Why is that?
He put organs on our friend without permission.
Technically,
He
Cleaver's his
needed
friend
those
also.
organs.
I'm guessing that he would have died without them.
That is absolutely correct.
We should
As
have told
to
him.
why they are secret,
That's why we should punch him.
By that logic, you should punch him.
okay.
too.
Okay.
I should.
Okay.
And we will have our day, sir. We will have our day.
Give me a call.
Great.
There's not a lot of people here that fight in the arena that are scared of you right now.
It's not
We'll
about
fix
being.
that.
It's not about being scared of people. It's about being excited for the actual match. I think that your friend here is, I don't know, by the way that he holds himself and from the stories that I'm hearing, he's quite talented. I would like to see that. Either in person or when you enter the ring.
I'll be sure to leave you a message for my first match.
Sounds good.
Gets good.
To Gitska.
Fine, gets good.
Okay.
Do
So,
you have a comm that we could contact you on?
yeah, I've got a burner that you can leave messages on.
That would be great.
In fact, actually, I believe that I left a communicator with that contact on Cleaver's possessions, which you guys have trained already. So you have it.
All right.
God damn, that's really good.
Yeah, I already have that.
Oh, Atlas is fantastic.
Yeah.
I've been to their brewery.
So I said she brought you that.
Shit, I wish. So to Gitska,
desk when she said that.
Tigitska.
Okay. So you guys are. Ooh, look at that.
Mango pineapple cider.
So you guys don't have access to the upstairs area, but you do.
Just calm Gitska.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. You said you wanted to meet with us?
Yeah. Are you guys back?
Unfortunately, but yes.
Oh, what's unfortunate?
Hey, man.
That I have to be in a party with this man. Who is also a Wookiee.
Uh-oh.
Who is also a child. Anyway,
Hey, is your computer hooked up to the
It's the same
HoloNet?
size as a child.
that's fair.
It can have remote access to it, but for the most part, no.
Cool. Can you buzz us up?
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on up.
A bit forward, but alright.
It works.
You guys, if you're near the door, it unlocks.
Cool. In we go.
So you find yourself up to the VIP area.
Yep, and we know where his room is.
Correct. You do. You have been there before.
Nah.
It immediately opens for you.
Yeah, excellent.
Gizka is standing several feet inside the doorway. The door opened automatically. And he's like, hello, how can I help you?
I kind of walk in and then I look in the other rooms.
So his room is his own. It's his own
It's
place. The
one
other
room.
rooms are closed doors.
Right. He doesn't have like it's just
He doesn't have, like,
it's
a
just
refresher?
single room.
Yeah, no, he does have a refresher, but it's basically
I think
just a
that's what he's
rectangular
saying.
box with a refresher attached to the back of it. Sure, you look in his toilet.
Yeah. Make sure nobody else is there.
Yeah. No, he's
Just have it.
Mayor Blubs is in the toilet.
there's just one tentacle.
Hey, we need, we need your computer
I see.
Not connected
May I
to
ask
the
what for?
holonet.
to look at some information that we just found.
Okay.
It's not connected to the HoloNet, is it?
Only if I turn on it remotely, but usually no.
We don't need it to be.
We don't need it to be.
We prefer it not be.
Okay.
That.
Same page.
He walks over, seemingly to know the layout of his room well enough, and he kind of waves his hand in front of it, which brings up that holographic blue display, and he says, tactile input.
There's a audible groan from all of us.
The screen turns from sort of like what you would expect from just like a holographic desktop to suddenly having like a keyboard light up on the table and kind of extend itself and set up like a normal like PC that you guys can interface with. And he kind of gestures to it.
Alright, we're gonna jack in.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go to where we found his data pad
Mm-hmm.
because it was like hidden under a pillow or something.
It was on his bed.
Yeah.
It was just on his bed.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it was like he'd thrown it there and then had just blankets
Bunch of shit
everywhere
over it,
and stuff.
I just wanted to like see if there was something hidden there again.
Oh,
But if it wasn't like hidden, then
no.
Like messy covers, left
Yeah.
his phone in it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
then never mind.
So
Continue.
we jack in.
You jack in. You boot into it as you would assume you could do with a hard drive. There's no security on it because
We're
it
in.
is
We're in.
an open data storage case. You basically just have a bunch of raw data at your.
Is it in folders? Is it?
Yeah, it's multiple different folders. The primary thing that you have are several case files, and then like mechanical statistics of scanner readings, phenomenon recordings, and a bunch of just raw like things their corporation has stripped off of the different accidents and derelicts that they've studied.
Cool. Some of these case files.
Case files are. Pulling that up. We gotta go back. Oh.
Oh, shit.
8.
Sports Center's here?
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Chief Bud.
It's
Okay.
almost a sport.
So, the data that you ripped from the computer was being processed and gone through. So you actually kind of pulled the packet of data that he was working on, also the current files that he was going through. You have several files labeled different case numbers. You see case 95, 96, and 97 are at the top of the list before you hit the button.
Is there anything important in any of those?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for is important. If you'd like to read through the files, I can give you the information contained within. Case 95 is labeled Imperial Gazanti Code IL445. The top line on it says distress beacon triggered at 3:45 a.m. Imperial time. 3:33 a.m. readings were coming in negative or reversed values and controls were not responding. 3:36 a.m. pilot cannot contact engine room, so they leave the co-pilot at the helm and make towards engineering. 3:41 pilot does not check in, fails to respond to hails, and is reported missing. 3:45 distress beacon activated. 5:15 a.m. Gazanti IL445 found adrift coasting out of the nebula, abandoned. No crew at station.
Okay.
Case 96 is for a GTROC IC720 code TTI7. 17, sorry. That's important. This is where a lot of the packet of information seems to have been pulled from. A lot of the contact information as far as timestamps have been redacted and such like that. However, it looks like he was actively pulling out streams of information and compiling it. The researcher's personal notes in regards to 96 is you find a detailed list of evidence showing that a Kraton Shipping Corporation was illegally using experimental tech to try and circumvent Imperial channels into the nebula, without informing their civilian crew that they were taking in this experiment. A mechanical failure due to the modifications resulted in all hands lost, and it is clearly the ID tagging that this report was put together by the lead researcher from the CNCR that was found dead. He has cleanly bundled it up and is ready to export.
Okay.
One more file.
There's a final packet of data, and when you pull it up, it seems to be a strange, random assortment of data that just continues to stream. Like random symbols.
Looks corrupted. Is there anything that anyone can discern as being relevant?
Or recognize any of the
Yeah.
symbols?
Do a hard perception checks for those watching the stream. Not the stream of data. If you guys want to roll at home, you can.
Yeah,
Let me know
do
what
it.
your results are.
I need some perps. Granddaddy perp.
Ooh, that's gonna be a no for real.
Fuck me.
You said it's at what? Hard?
Failure.
I succeed with 3 threat.
You succeed with 3 threat.
Yep. 1 success, 3 threat.
I failed.
Okay. So you guys are all looking at it, and you are like, it's corrupted. It's not anybody's business. And you try to like click out of it, and it's like there's so much data streaming through that your computer almost seems to be that computer seems to be like lagging from it. And you're like, okay, close. And Fur's like leaning in, looking in, and as he's watching the data stream, his eyes are kind of relaxing, and he's just
Roll for
watching
Chief.
it.
I did.
Chief, you succeed.
Oh, good, Chief. Okay, so Chief, you also see that as Fur is leaning in to watch the stream of symbols, suddenly you're looking at a line that says, I see you.
What the fuck? Hey, did you see that part?
No.
What? It said I see you.
Okay.
Are you sure? Yeah.
That seems pretty weird to having a bunch of these random symbols in the streets.
No, it said it.
Bullshit. It's a hard drive not connected to the HoloNet. Nobody sees anything.
It's like alphabet soup. If you're looking for something, you're gonna find it.
No, it's there, man.
Okay.
Show it to us when it comes back around.
So as far as you can tell, the symbols that are being generated are just random impulses from the system that are causing random numerical symbols and things like that to pop up.
Can I pull any other words out of it? Like, I'm trying to put together a bullshit sentence.
In fact, you would think that the sheer randomness of the different symbols that are going in, the possibility of it forming a word that you would understand, much less a sentence, is near incomprehensible.
How do you get a sentence out of that? I can't get a word when I'm trying to make
I wait. Wait, I read something here. Turn off the dice.
Boom! And It happens. Spooky.
Spooky.
Too spooky for me.
Yeah.
So
Does it finally close?
Yes, eventually you're able to get the data stream to close.
do it again.
I'll access it again.
Okay, you pull it back up, and the sort of blank document starts to get spiral downwards.
At about the point in which it does the thing, I'm going to point at it.
It doesn't do the thing. It is completely random.
Yeah, this is different. It's changed. How is a file that is not connected to the holonet?
Because the computer is trying to read it, and as it tries to read the corrupted file, it just puts in whatever it thinks it's going to be.
And it does that to infinitum until you turn it off, close it off.
That's why it's computer.
And then I'm gonna look at it, and
Let's-
I'm gonna look at Fur. I'm gonna go, okay, Fur, here we go. We can see you too.
You hear Gizka snicker.
I don't think you should be rude to it.
Wait, no. It might
Of
be.
all the people and things that we've encountered, this is what you don't want to be rude to.
No, this computer is a snarky
This
bitch.
Okay,
I
now pay
won't be
real
rude to
attention.
this
Pay real
computer
close
either.
attention, Fur.
I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I'm gonna type in "we can see you."
There's no input on this. So you try to type in, and there's no reaction.
That's fine. I'm gonna type it anyway.
Okay. Go ahead and make a, for those who are staring intently at it, go ahead and make another hard, but with a boost.
You wanna hand me a boost, please?
You guys are paying attention.
Oh, doggo, that's a big failure.
Nice.
I
Two
fail
success.
as well. With
Two
advantage.
success?
2 success flat.
I have 3 failure and it's 1 advantage.
Two
Holy
success.
shit.
No threat. No
Right.
advantage.
One success.
One success. Okay.
Just one.
So you are not able to find anything, and you feel basically you just kind of give into your defeat. This isn't fair. Stop embarrassing me, computer.
Yeah.
And as you're kind of are laughing to yourselves and just kind of
Yeah,
watching it,
look how full of shit Fur is.
another line pops up that says "Join us now" or "Join us later."
Alright, what the fuck?
You don't see it, but they pointed it just before the spiraling text goes away, and you think you see the construct of a sentence, but you don't read what it says.
What I miss?
It's an AI.
Join us now or join us later?
What does it mean?
Who are you?
It's some sort of program.
No. Hold on.
Who are we supposed to join?
Where can we meet? Run it again.
It's being
running.
It's running.
We'll close it and then run it again.
Stare intently at it, or it's not gonna happen.
So you close it.
No, I keep it going.
Oh.
Oh, it continues.
We need to close it.
Humor him.
No data streams for several seconds after you open it. The document or the interface comes up blank until moments later, in basic, in large print, it just says "die."
Oh fuck!
Alright, we need somebody who's good with computers to look at that file.
I got
Nah.
you, fam. What am I rolling?
And Rio will just laugh and go "You first," and close it.
That's like an expert.
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. What do you need?
You are not a computers expert.
I'm gonna take a look
Fur.
at it.
Are you guys okay?
I'm gonna take a look at the file.
Hey.
Go into the properties and look at it.
I asked where to meet it.
Meet
For-
what?
The computer program is talking to us.
Oh. Oh?
Through random data stream. Anyway, I asked it where we could meet it, and it said to die. I think it is one of the individuals who's been killed by the Ripper.
What?
Okay.
Can I look at the file and see when it was last edited or
Fur, you're
changed or
pretty
anything like
fur.
that?
I'm not wrong.
So, the timestamp, while corrupted, is relatively the same time as the rest of the files that were made. However, the corruption could have happened at any time.
Yeah, but it's not corruption.
Like when that
It's
scientist got
something
killed.
is saying something.
Run it again.
It was 3 sentences, one of which was 1 word.
Run it again.
It doesn't have to be a sophisticated piece of computer engineering.
Yeah, it could have
But it
been.
might be.
You get
But I
an
know
error
that's
message
like a
that says
foreign-
unable to launch.
No.
Yeah.
Something foreign. It's okay. It's gonna be fun.
So one of us has to die.
Right.
Now we need to wake up Cleaver
Then
and relay the message, and then let the cancer
Damn
kill
right.
him.
Windows 95. Just check the properties, man. Peep that shit.
Can you try to hack into the file so you can get access to its coding or anything?
Yeah.
You clearly ran something.
Look at the source code.
There's got to be more to it than that.
I'm assuming it's not. Is it a text document? Is it a proprietary file that a special program uses? Like, what is it? You said it was a
It's
case
a
file,
JPEG.
but what is it?
The closest thing I could say is that it was a bootable exe that.
Oh shit, we all
Then it's
failed
got
the
code.
internet then.
Yeah.
We all failed the internet then. We don't open up random
EXEs.
exe files that we download
Well, we
from
just
other
did.
computers.
It ain't our computer. It's not our hard drive. It's not connected to the internet.
Which unfortunately doesn't make any sense because what you've been pulling are the equivalent of data dumps. So whatever this file should have been, it should have been
Just
graphs, lines,
It
documents.
should just
notes.
be a notepad that's
Yeah.
just got a long
And this is
string of
file
text.
97.
This was file 97, and it has been.
Are there any other
wrecked.
references to any of the other information on the hard drive to 97? Or anything that happened after 96?
I do not believe so.
Can we tell how big File 97 is as
Unfortunately,
compared to the others?
do a hard computer check. You're basically running a hard drive scan / scrub to determine the file qualities. I don't know. Computer jargon.
Is that hard?
Nope. I have 2 success, 3 threat.
You're like trying to like type, and he just kind of like pause it and just pulls open. What essentially is like a pie chart with all of like the different things. File 97 is probably taking up 40% of the hard drive, and as you watch it, it ticks to 41.
We should get all the information we need off this hard drive and then throw it away.
No.
It's going to corrupt itself. I'm going to make a educated guess that this thing is going to continue to expand
Pull all the
until
other files and
A
let's keep the
slim
drive.
hand holding a box kind of like snakes its way between the group and just holds out a small rectangular apparatus.
What is that?
It's a hard drive, blank,
How big is it?
Thank you.
fairly standard.
Okay.
Move everything other than 97 to that. Leave 97 on that drive.
I will start copying over.
Yes.
But I will not start with the case files. I will start with everything else
Check
then-
each one and then move it over.
Right,
so
and
that
then
you
I'll
confirm
go-
It's not corrupted.
and make sure that nothing's corrupted. I will leave 97 until the end to make sure that.
We could just partition the drive so it only has a certain area that it can grow.
Do you know that?
I have an int of
2,
2.
which is
So-
the same as mine. So
Okay, that's weird. Anyway, so
I'm a killer, not a genius.
while you guys are talking, you hear Gizka say, "Put up a firewall between the data archives," and you hear a chirp from the computer.
Okay.
What's its name?
The computer's name?
Yeah.
She goes by Core
Is it K or C?
C.
Cool.
So we do that, and I bring up the amount of data that's on this thing.
Yes.
The overview.
You're able to partition the data.
But does it move? Like, is there another file that starts to eat up?
So the 41%, once you start pulling the files off and you start opening up drives, it starts ticking. It starts ticking faster,
Yeah.
and it's like almost as if it's growing to fill the gaps that you're creating in the data, and then shortly after you're done, it's probably closer to 75%.
Run it again.
I'm gonna check the other hard drive is there anything that's moving? Like, are any of the other file sizes growing on the other hard drive?
The file seems to be stable as far as your transfer over. All the stuff you're putting on the new hard drive is stable.
Okay. We'll open up 97 again. Does it error out?
You are unable to even open the drive. There's a small warning light that suddenly flashes, and you get a disconnect warning, and the computer severs its connection with it. The corrupt files were too much of a risk for it, and it automatically disconnected from the drive.
Gitska, can you have the computer tell us exactly what was happening that it needed to sever that connection?
Core status report. And you hear that female voice that you
Fucking hate
used
that.
to. It says, indeterminate, requires time to study.
Cool.
Can you get back to us after it's done studying what happened?
Yeah, ow! And he reaches for it and touches it. It's hot.
Somebody have a knife.
What the hard drive is?
The hard
or-
drive is hot.
Is there a cable? There's a cable connecting it to the core, right?
It disconnected it manually. So, like, it said the disconnect, and then it pop.
Cool. Take it. Dispose of it. It's going to. It's about.
Sure.
It's off to the top.
It's a Samsung Note 7.
Yeah.
I flip it
Samsung.
over. Does it say Samsung on the back?
It says "damn son."
Damn, son. 7. Fuck.
It just says C4.
Yeah.
Front towards enemy.
We should probably get rid of it. We can't use it now. Somebody handle it.
Get something to pick it up with, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find a shirt somewhere or something. Just
I
without
was talking
asking,
about like
just-
something that in my pack or whatnot to grab.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you have a bucket in your back or something, right? Put in.
A handkerchief.
Part of the utility belt or whatnot, like a pouch or something to grab it. Does it stay hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Does it seem to get hotter?
Gradually. I would say depending on how long you sit there and kind of like measure its progress would determine its rate.
Does it get hotter or is it just
I'm gonna go
sustained
take
like Jennifer
this
Aniston?
Of all the things.
So
not wrong.
if you take the time to sort of get a feel for it, I can let you know what the progress
Well, a little
is.
bit. I'm going to be checking on it, but rather than leaving the building, I'm going to go down to the med bay.
Okay. Make your way down to the med bay. You think that it hits a certain temperature, and it seems to Jennifer Aniston out.
Yeah, it does. I forgot her name. Grace. I didn't write her name.
Doc Race, yes.
Doc Grace. She's not a victim, it's therefore not important.
Not important.
Dr. G! And the Mona.
Doc G.
Grace, I kind of pull it out and like set it on a tray or something. Do you have coolant that won't penetrate the drive?
What's going on?
This is way too hot, and I want to cool it down. And I figured that if there was
We need a
coolant
fence
that was
for
not liquid based, you probably have it.
Have you tried water?
It's a hard drive. I don't want to put it in the water.
Is it sensitive to water in some fashion?
You can use
It's
mineral.
a hard drive.
You can use mineral.
Yes.
Well, let's be fair. My understanding of hard drives is not what yours is if they're not sensitive to water. So,
I have some ice packs. If you're looking for some kind of mechanical coolant, that's not really like something I carry.
Thought you dealt with
CyberDoc,
cybernetics.
and you don't carry coolant for cybernetics that was
You
short.
would wear cybernetics that required cooling?
That's a very fair point. I don't think that completely through. Ice packs would be wonderful. And a towel, if you don't mind, please.
She's
What
got
if
like
we had
a
one that was like nitrogen cooled, like super overclocked?
That would be
You'd be like
dope.
One Punch Man.
like vents.
Xena.
She can like wrap it in some of those like plastic ice packs and then kind
I
of
want
like, put
a
it in
cloth around it.
and then put it in like a
pack
mini
it.
fridge. Is this going to explode?
I don't know.
I'm not there.
Honestly, if we have a container, I can take it with me. and then it's not here if it does.
I don't have a portable fridge for you
The
to take.
ice packs are portable enough.
Fine. I'll find a box for you and you can take it.
Thank you.
Okay. She gives you a.
She comes back out with her lunchbox that she brought to work today.
She brings you like the classic Star Wars like storage crate. Only it's flatter, so it can be like
Nice. Cool.
carried.
I'm gonna bring it back.
While you're doing that, what are you guys doing, if anything?
I will ask Gitska if he's the only one that can have the computer run stuff.
This computer, yes.
Would you have the computer check the other files for any instances of cybernetics?
Cybernetics?
Yeah. It's like a Control F.
Cybernetics.
Core, run a search for cybernetics.
You know what cybernetics are, right, man?
Yes, I do.
Cool, you're aware. Yeah, because you sound like you don't.
It just seems. I don't know what's going on, but I'm
Do
sure
not
I'm
question
going
the
to help you out.
inquiry. Just do it.
The inquiry, which has been running during the banter, has popped up with an index of several different mentions that refer to cybernetics in one fashion or another.
Can you narrow it down by cybernetics affected by the nebula?
It
I'm
automatically.
wondering if Cleaver's stuff was... So the guy I talked to told me a lot of crazy shit about what the nebula does.
You find several listings of information. A surprising amount of it is redacted. However, you do find notices that it is not uncommon practice for people with cybernetics to interface with the ship. And there has been several recorded instances of biofeedback and mechanical failures and things like that associated with ships that have experienced nebula phenomena and also been linked to the ship system at the same time.
Look for instances of the cybernetic hardware's failure later on.
Over time, you find much less information on that, but you find some documenting long-term shutdown of different like arms and things like that, where they either stop functioning or begin to function incorrectly or things like that after the biofeedback.
Does it say anything that would make me think that Cleaver's shit is linked?
If his organs were shutting down and they were having problems, it is not an unreasonable estimate to believe that biofeedback has something to do with it. The only thing that stands out, though, is that Cleaver has no external cybernetics that would be linked to a form of machinery or something to that effect. Also, the linkage in the biofeedback usually results in some form of nerve damage. So that is a different symptom. However, the correlation of going into the nebula and cybernetics having problems is...
All right.
Cool.
Not much.
Any mentions of surgeons directly related to experimentation in the nebula?
A scan happens, and this appears to be mostly ships and ship-related stuff, not about doctors or practices or anything like that.
Okay.
Well,
Good enough for me.
save most of the data,
Mm-hmm.
just in case we want to sell it. Now what?
Well, I was able to get in touch with Jill's sister, Ghost sister.
We're aware.
Do you want to do that thing?
He's not here.
That's right.
But
I
yeah.
gestured to a wall.
Do you want to do that thing?
I'll
Oh, he's
go
not here.
back, but you can calm me.
You need to let us know these things beforehand.
I tried to. He didn't pick up.
So
he was unconscious.
Oh,
one, I was unconscious. Two, you contacted her before contacting us.
Right, you told
You
me
should-
to.
Did we?
Yeah, I asked you if you wanted me to try to contact family members. And you said, sure, why not?
Oh yeah, we did say that.
And so I
Sounds
spoke to
like
her,
us.
That sounds like us.
and she insisted that she know what's going on, and seeing as I didn't have much information, I said that she could meet you here, and I tried to arrange a time, and she said she was on her way. So I contacted you guys, and didn't get through.
Well, we met her.
Oh, good. Did it
She
help?
didn't have anything that was useful.
We don't know you. We don't know you.
Seems like they were at odds. She doesn't like him very much.
It's kind of par for the course.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's too bad. I like those.
What?
Also, do you guys have a few moments to talk about business?
Sure.
Okay. Did you want to do it perhaps in a different setting? Or are you comfortable standing around in my room?
Is there like a random chair in this room?
There is like one chair.
I sit down.
He masturbates to that shit.
It's not the worst place I've sat in.
Considering the things that we've done for money, definitely not the worst place you've sat.
Okay. So I spoke to Madame Lahani, and I volunteered to be your guys' fixer. And, fixers, I'm sure you're aware, take contracts from sources and filter them out to fit the workers, and then the details that, as we're able to pull from the source, then comes to you in the form of a contract or a warrant. And so I'm able to, if you guys don't mind, I'm willing to help you out in that regard.
So you have a job?
I do have a job lined up.
Does it pay well?
It pays
How
about,
long term is it?
depending on how fast you guys work, it could be done in a matter of hours.
Am I killing somebody?
I believe that the contract for death is much less than the life.
What's the alive? Who is it? What are we doing? What's the job? More
Um,
info, please.
If you guys, yes, if you'd like me to work as your fixer, I can absolutely help you with that.
Oh, were you asking us to approve you as our fixer?
I'm gonna
Yes.
buzz Gitska and see if he'll let me back in.
Hello?
Don't let him in.
Hey, I'm at the door again.
Don't let
Can I-
Oh, Cora, open the door, and the door closes.
That's 1 point against you. Let's go.
So, I have a thing. I set the case down.
What's in the case?
So now it's gonna blow up and blow shrapnel everywhere.
Ice packs and drugs.
You've wrapped it
Ice.
in ice?
Yes.
So at least when the shrapnel
So-
hits you, it'll melt.
Gitzka is for now our fixer. And he
Unless
has a
we say
job.
otherwise.
If you guys
For
want
us.
to.
If we would
That
like a
means
job.
work, and work means money. I'm for it.
Yeah. Tell us about the job.
Okay. He goes over to a table and picks something up as if he set it there specifically for this purpose, and he kind of turns around, walks over, and just kind of holds it out. Several hands go for
I,
it.
like starts a motion for it. I'm like,
What is it?
It is a sentient retrieval.
Of who? What does it say?
It's a
Read
kidnapping.
it. Can you what?
What?
It
a
is.
kidnapping.
Yeah. It is a warrant, and it is for a chive satros.
What?
Chive
a
satros.
jive turkey.
A chai latte?
It shows a picture of a blue-skinned Rhodian. One of his eyes are the normal compound eyes of a Rhodian, and another one appears to be like metallic.
So what's this guy? Who's this guy?
Contract is alive for 2,500 and dead for 1,000.
Somebody wants me alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Details of the client are remaining anonymous. However, they need you to retrieve him and return him for pickup for purposes of known.
What taxi service for this Rhodian?
Pardon?
No, this is a kidnapping.
Oh, Oh, okay.
From what I understand from our
This is
client,
involuntary relocation services.
Sure.
apparently from the details, cross someone big, and from what little I could gain from the client, was very tight-lipped about this. Chive knows something and needs to be retrieved in order to extract that information, which is why the living bounty is much higher than the
Does
dead.
this guy known killer? Does he?
Unfortunately, I don't know his.
armed?
I don't know what his original.
So we're flying blind.
I'm assuming that we can't know who the client is.
Right. It's all anonymous.
Rarely do we.
Right.
What's the payment structure?
Payment structure is 2,500 alive, 1,000
So
dead.
at the end.
Yes.
So we don't get anything up front.
Unfortunately, that sort of payment structure comes with a bit more tenure.
We've been
Do
doing
we
this
have
for
any
a very
information
long
on the
time.
target?
Just not
I
here.
probably don't help that.
Target, as far as we know, is a techie and has recently held up at the Schrock Roth, which roughly translated is the Rending Apathy. It's a club hotel in the unsettled area that, well, to be frank, several gang fights have been happening over the territory, and so the area is pretty unstable as far as underground.
So go.
Okay.
Tag
Get
him
him.
in the club, track him, pick him up.
Yeah. Hey, I'm all game for that, but can we stop at the arena first?
Fuck. Sure. Let's get it out of his system. We'll just go. He'll lose some scrub, and we'll be done.
Hey,
Shut
I
your
don't,
mouth.
I don't want to. Hey, I don't want to point this out to you because I don't want you to like rethink things.
What do you? What?
on your stance? But if I get beat by a scrub, what does that say about your coworkers? Do you work with trash? Do you want to work with trash? I thought Rio was better than that.
Oh, well, I am, but dire straits and whatnot. I don't have enough money to afford better people. Anyway,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
we
go-
have to-
it's
have
gonna
to
be
go
like
with
that.
the,
So as soon as we make it big, you're just gonna ditch me? Is that?
Well, we'll get the full version.
Kiska seems to be patiently
Right.
waiting for the exchange to
The
die
full
down.
version. Ain't nobody can.
you seem to have some issues. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry, Doggo.
I would recommend that if you want to take this job, that you do it with all haste because we don't know how much of a flight risk he is. We know his last known location, but we don't know how long. he
When
plans
was
to
that
stay.
known?
Well, I actually sort of called in a favor on your guys' behalf, and I had Rox look into his location.
Which is
So we know it effective today.
We know effectively of last night, but yes.
Alright, let's move. Arena after payment. Fair?
no, but I'll do it.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, we don't know your boring stuff
If we get money out of the arena, you'll lose.
because you spent it on a gun. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You can't say I don't have any money when you just spent it all literally
We can
today.
just go.
You're not wrong. I can, in fact, though, say I have no money.
Couple word of advice. This
Yes,
is
but
your
you
first
have net
mission
worth,
through the system,
which is just as good.
and so first impressions and all. How you handle this mission will probably have lasting consequences as far as your reputation. If you do well, that should bode well for getting better jobs. If it's, basically the sort of legacy you leave for this mission will, at least for the short term, angle the sort of jobs you get in the future. People generally get known for something, and that's the type of people who get funneled those type of jobs.
Let's go fucking get this guy.
Cool. Don't kill anybody who's unnecessary.
Unless you want that kind of reputation.
We have the coordinates.
Yeah, so the shock roth, the rending apathy, is in a one of the octagonal sections of city that are still being constructed.
Okay.
For whatever reason, it's construction is halted due to the chaos that's sort of taking place there. Nobody really wants to invest in a sector that is currently being torn apart by gang war. And it's one of the only, I would say, functioning club of its natures there, so it's pretty easy to find and pretty easy to access.
Does this guy have gang ties?
We were not informed of any. However, if he's taken refuge here, he's probably either looking for protection or is trying to establish some, if he doesn't already have it there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's kind of general, but we don't. we aren't given. We aren't always given a full dossier.
Sure.
Well, it's good.
Here we go.
Okay. Do you do anything particular about how you go?
Well, do we think he's found protection there already, or do we think he's trying to find his stuff? How do we want to play it?
I would
do this on route.
We
Sure.
will assume that he has protection, and we will plan accordingly.
Seems like the safest bet.
The reason why I was asking is if he doesn't, we could pose as offering it, having heard that he's looking for it.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Let's go find out.
I think we can play that one by ear.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we hit up that bitch.
Yep, hit up that bitch.
All right.
I'm gonna make sure my tracker is good, as far as like ready to be used immediately if I need it.
Have you tested your new gun?
No.
Then I pull up my gun.
Cool. Glad you just bought something from somebody and you haven't tested it.
Damn.
So you guys head down one of the major travel lanes that, for a little while, is full of vehicles going in a certain direction, and then it tends to slow down dramatically as you go across one hex to the other into this area. You see skyscrapers much in the way that all the other sectors of the city have. However, a lot of them are skeletal in the process of being built. It's not uncommon to see areas expanding because the network is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and soon, eventually, you would assume cover the entire planet. However, this one is stalled. You pull up to a large Durasteel and glass building, probably about 3-4 stories tall, and next to it is another tower that seems to stretch about 6 stories tall. So it's like 2 buildings that have been pushed out next to each other. This one has like spotlights in front of it, and you see people kind of going in and out. Even as you pull up across the street to the parking area, you can hear the thundering music coming from inside.
Yep. Well, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I get out and I crack my back.
We should do that more often. Not wait so long. It's not roads.
Flex my background with a bunch of weird angles.
You start doing contortions in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah,
People
mine
start
doesn't
throwing
do
credits
that.
at you.
Show off.
Well,
I think to be a show off, it
Okay.
has to be a positive quality.
is there like a line, or are people being kept out, or are they just all let in?
People seem to be let in as far as the externals go.
You hop in.
We'll go in.
Okay. As soon as you walk in, the sound outside that you heard outside proves to be true, and you are met with blinding flashes of lights and just hammer-on metal beats. And it is everything is cranked up to 11 and past, and it's definitely a place that people go that are either to become numb or they are numb already and have to like enhance in order to get the feels.
Cass looks super uncomfortable.
Really? I imagine that you would just walk into this place and disappear.
Vanish.
Well, it's like massive, like
Cloud.
perception overload, and can't like hear anything, or there's so much stuff going on. It's an uncontrolled environment.
It is chaos in there.
Yeah.
People are dancing. There's a couple pylons with flashing strobe lights and spotlights with people dancing up on them. The internal structure of the place that you're in is actually a variety of catwalks and platforms attached to one another. There's a dance floor below. There's a smaller dance floor in the middle with a large like bar structure in the center being suspended, and then there's like balconies of like seating areas and tables and stuff like that all over. And there are a myriad of people there. Quite unlike the rest of the ghost town that you pass through, this seems to be like a beacon of civilization as far as that's worth the area.
Okay. Are there servers, or is there like a bar?
So when you first enter in, you see a very large human sitting on a crate looking down at a display. And you see several like blaster shots in the screen, and it appears to be watching some kind of large-scale firefight.
This guy appears to be a bartender.
Appears to be some kind of bouncer,
Okay.
basically blocking the catwalk into the area.
Okay. So we can't get in except for past him.
Usually, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Usually they can.
And he's just not paying attention.
He's not paying attention to people walking in. Yeah.
I will quietly, like, shift over so that I'm going in at the same time as someone else and just be behind. So putting someone else in between me and that guy.
Roll a average stealth check for that.
Stealth.
Annihilate an average stealth check for us.
Stealth. It's been a while since I've rolled stealth. Right. Yeah, a thing, stuff, and another thing. Hit that dice can. Smash that motherfucking dice can. Well, I succeed.
You succeed.
One success and 3 advantage.
Okay. So the bouncer looks up just in time to see the person that you kind of use as a visual shield. Seems to recognize him, nods, and lets him through. And you pass by without any conflict.
All right. As soon as I get in, I go off to the side and basically disappear in the crowd.
Okay. In order to disappear in the crowd, you likely need to take place in the balcony or go to the lower levels. There are people up on the sort of the transparent steel walkways. As you can see, is there actually you can see through them, so you can see up and all that stuff.
Yeah, you
And,
can.
Nope. That's sounds uncomfortable. I will try and get up to the balcony then.
Okay. There are lots of seating areas and things like that that you can take advantage in and be remote, somewhat,
I will
people's vision.
kick up like it's the start of my night and quietly watch everything to try and get a feel on where people congregate and where people, like the darker spots where people might be laying low and stuff like that.
Okay. You get a pretty good lay of the land. A couple things of note is that in the center of the main structure is the bar / a small dance area that's suspended as if like in the middle of the entire facility. Back up behind it, up the stairs, is visually akin to what you think is a checkpoint. You see a couple guards up there, and instead of sitting on a small, like almost like one-person balcony, you see a guy raised up above the middle area, and he's holding a very large blaster.
Does it? How well dressed are the guards?
The guards seem to be fairly well dressed,
Okay.
as in they are supposed to be guards that are, reasonably in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
They're not wearing like heavy armor or Mandalorian plate or anything
Right,
like
right,
that. But
Does it appear to be like a VIP area, or is it more like a closed off?
just closed off in general.
Okay.
It's as if it's a checkpoint.
Okay. I will spend my time watching everything
Okay.
to try and see the guy. This is gonna take a while. I'll just go piece by piece and watching like the dance floor, and watching like the catwalks, and watching this area. And when I get around to kind of like the seating areas and places that are like in darkness, I have scanner goggles that if I'm focusing on specifically like a dark place, I can do like a little bit of night vision or whatever, which I assume is going to be useless for everything else. And
You're right.
yeah, I will take my time and basically search the place.
Okay, sounds good. You begin the process.
Yes.
I'm gonna start doing something similar from a different vantage point with a general purpose scanner.
Okay. As you guys make your way less stealthily past the bouncer, he kind of looks up to you and goes, "Welcome to Shock Roth, under new management. Again, no one set up a cover charge yet, so as far as I'm concerned, head on in.
Thanks,
Get your
bud.
fix. Play nice, or meet Little Miss Zip Zap.
Little Miss what now?
Is that the name for your gun?
Yes.
Fantastic.
He taps a rather burly-looking stun pistol on his side.
Can I make a knowledge check
Don't do anything dumb.
at the model of stun gun? It's a weird
In
request,
knowledge warfare.
what I'm trying to find out as a player
Mhm.
is if I can take a shot from it.
As a Wookiee, no.
I would say that if you could take a shot, you couldn't take many of them. It's a pretty burly looking, probably military or if not peacekeeping issue stun gun.
Okay. I'm gonna say 3 shots.
I don't think you have the constitution for that.
If
I think you're burly.
If I assume that it
You
does
go-
10 points of damage, which is on the high end for guns, I can take 3 shots.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not gonna. And I'm gonna just. I'm just gonna dissipate.
Nope.
I'm just-
Bye. Which way do you
Alright.
head?
I just head straight into on the dance floor.
Dance
I'm just
floor?
gonna kinda
The middle one by the bar?
Right. I'm just gonna kind of weave my way to the
The
bar.
main-
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the dance floor.
Which one, upper or lower?
Where are the pretty girls at?
There's pretty girls on pylons, there's pretty girls up on the main stage, and there's also people bumping around and down in the lower areas.
I don't think I'm supposed to be on any of the pylons, so I'm gonna avoid those areas.
Pylons are particularly for show, which means that you think that people are either
Being paid to be up there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
probably.
pretty smart.
Nobody wants to see a gyrating Wookiee.
A gyrating albino. Wookiee.
So I'm gonna go down to the lower area and find the girls' night out crowd.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna
Are you looking for like a bachelorette party
Yeah,
or something?
I was gonna
I'm not drunk and experimenting
Or
with a
Friday
Wookiee
night.
movie.
That is exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Make a concerted effort to be as far.
Are you
away
just
from
trying to
them as
find
possible.
them?
Yeah, I'm gonna find them and then dance.
You're looking
with
for a
them.
specific type of people in the crowd, so I'm gonna say you're an average investigation or perception check.
The trashiest.
Perception sounds good to
Just
me.
you wait.
Income.
Are you gonna be like Dave and give me STDs?
Is that a thing?
things that are taken out
In
of
another
context?
campaign,
Oh my God.
Pathfinder, his bard got an STD from hooking up with a trashy barmaid in a backwater tavern.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I
Roll
believe you
it.
asked him which of them looked the easiest.
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
You do it.
I
Yeah,
succeed.
you do it.
One success.
One
Nice.
success.
You find probably in the lower area a couple people that fit your standard.
That crowd of women that are just there to make those choices they're going to regret tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
You find a couple
Nice,
girls
Chief.
on one of the lower seating areas who, when you walk up, they're of various species, so you can kind of
Yep.
make your choices there.
Okay.
And one of them goes, "Hey, want a party?"
You know it.
Oh man, that sounds great.
Here, do this line.
Take this key.
Oh man, that sounds great. Well, why don't you join us?
All right. I will.
Are you carrying?
Carrying what?
Oh man, I love a man who can share. You got any of that spice?
You spice? You spice?
I would say I'm a pretty spicy man myself.
Oh, I can imagine. But I meant that in a little more literal.
I'm a pretty spicy
man
myself.
Give me.
There's nothing hotter than a guy who carries.
Yeah.
Jail.
Let me. I don't have it on my person. I let one of my buddies carry it for me. You know,
Oh
in
yeah,
case
smart.
I get picked up. So. So I'm going to walk away briefly to a very secluded area and I'm going to start shaking myself for my own dander.
Oh my god.
Killed him.
Oh. That's
I
the that's
cannot.
that's the wrong kind of spice. That's the wrong kind of spice.
How do you even go about collecting that?
Off the floor. Clearly.
Oh.
I can't. I am every millennial white girl right now, and I just can't even.
Of all the things that I thought he could say in that moment, that absolutely was not on the radar.
So once I have collected a sufficient amount of dander,
What is a sufficient amount? Are we talking a dime bag?
like this, like a handful for a fucking Wookiee.
You have a skin condition.
You need some head and shoulders or something. I don't know.
Or all your body.
All your body.
So once I have enough dander, I'm going to head back over to the ladies,
Please tell me.
and I'm going to plop down on the sofa in between two of them, and I'm going to put it on the table.
What's that?
It's a new kind of spice.
She kind of like leans forward and looks at it, and she plucks a hair out of it. A very long white hair.
Oh, you know, when I carry stuff, sometimes I get hair in it. My bad.
What is this?
Come on, make a name. Make a name.
I call it the princess.
Ooh, that's not. Yeah, that one's not gonna sell in the stores, man.
I was hoping for something a little bit more mainstream.
Like PCP.
Oh, more mainstream.
Oh, get them. I don't know, they're basic bitches.
So, I thought you liked to party,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
and you're unwilling to try new things.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't seem very adventurous.
This is definitely
That
wrong.
looks like a
There we go.
pile of scabs.
That's how you know it's good. Fresh.
It's. Damn it. God.
This type of spice is collected from a living beast.
Ew.
No. I understand that it sounds kind of gross, but I can assure you
Sounds good.
that it is
Gross.
It's on the table.
the
Come on,
single
Linda.
most
Let's
potent
get out of here.
spice that I have. Yeah, ladies.
They start getting up and leaving, and they just start walking up on you.
Bet you won't throw it out.
You lost.
You're breathing in my dead skin, just so you know.
I'm inside you.
Well, that didn't go as.
Gross. Gross.
I was really hoping you would just rip a fat line.
Wait, ladies. Let me show you.
Oh no!
He's gonna.
Oh no! Turn off the dice cam for this. It's too young.
I
It can't see this.
So I put some on my thumb
Oh,
Lord.
and I snort it.
please make a.
And immediately after snorting it, I start to convulse.
Please make a.
Deception.
Please make a hard resilience check.
Hard resilience, oh god!
You're fucked.
Oh god!
To die. How's your resilience looking, man?
It's well, resilience is bronze, so
No, man, you got 5 green.
it's actually not bad.
You're not doing too bad.
I just want you to know that your dandruff is in your lungs now. In the back of your throat.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
I knock it out of the park.
You snort it like a champion.
I then start to convulse. And for about 2 to 3 seconds. And when I stop,
They're not there anymore.
when I stop, I burst out in a yell and flex everything.
They have departed.
Dearly departed.
Thank Christ.
You go, "Ah!" and there's just no one.
I'm so jacked.
Fuck.
So, do the rest of us have any luck finding this guy? Bro, good try.
I'm assuming we
Those-
hear
those-
this.
those-
I
wanna
have to say,
know.
on an out of character note, this is the weirdest pick-up and set of any role-playing game I have
I couldn't have imagined somebody
been a part of.
shaking their own dander,
And snorting it.
passing it off as drugs,
Oh my
and then
God.
snorting
I just
it.
want to know what your end game was.
Did you just want to crush that bad? that you
No,
just-
no, I was gonna ask him about the dude.
Let me smash.
I think you were to ask him smash.
Let me smash.
And then I was gonna ask him about the dude.
Mid smash?
That's when you get all the good.
Hey, I
juicy info.
know we're
Oh my
busy,
gosh.
in an intimate moment, but hey, do you mind talking about this rodeo?
Do you have a minute to talk about the bubble?
Go ahead and do a hard perception check with a boost and a setback.
Is that for everyone?
For if you were, I would say people who are actively looking for the Rodian. Go ahead
Yeah,
and do
that's
so.
Average
me.
perception with a boost and a setback?
Becky, down
Hard. It's hard,
Miss Becky.
right? Hard perception.
Hard perception. You are in a very
Dank place.
noise and air polluted place, or light polluted place.
Do you have any
Air's not so
please?
good either.
Oh, with the set.
I succeed.
Okay.
Shabooboo. Not in the bowl,
One
doesn't matter.
success and nothing else.
Oh, that fucked me so bad.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's about as negative as you can get there.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
success, 2 advantage.
Fucking Rio is too busy gazing at the pole dancers.
There's a lot of them.
I'm snorting my own dander like a pleb.
And you fail too.
Yep.
All right.
1 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. You guys think that between the two of you, who are the only people who are reasonably looking for the...
Well, I think we're the only 2 with pieces of equipment that are helping us also.
And not currently watching Alien Girl Jiggly-Bits. You have you have a pretty good feeling that he is not out here on the dance floor. And that you have cleared the room sufficiently.
Is there a VIP lounge-ish area?
You would assume the closest to that you have here in the area would be up at the bar or up on the top balconies.
Okay.
You see a few private dances and things like that happening up there. People in slightly better gear attire, up around the top ring.
So I get over our group comms. I'm back sitting on the couch now. Hey guys, any luck with anything?
He's not down here.
Yeah, I don't see him either.
Yeah.
Have you seen what's on these poles though?
Don't look
We're here
directly
for
at it. You'll go blind.
Well, I'm not. But thanks for the warning.
I would guess that
Work first, we can come back later for that.
if he's not here,
Just look at
he
the
may
sheds.
be in a different
so
area of the
thick.
building.
There are nice shebs. That is not the point.
Hey, if you
I
were
think
trying
they're pushing
to,
on 3 Cs.
hey Rio, how would you pick up a girl?
Not here.
Just from where I am, I'm just like, this is
I can't even.
just ridiculous.
Why would you pick up a girl here?
Oh
Cass.
no, I felt
Move upstairs.
felt right. Oh, I'll meet
Yes.
Okay.
you up there. No, hold there.
Up to the VIP
Thank
area.
Christ you have a ways to get there.
I will mosey. I will mosey myself after pulling myself from the dancing
How
floor.
far up is... No, I shouldn't do that.
I
need a
will
grapple hook.
move my way
What up,
slowly over to the VIP, to the cordon,
The what?
where the bouncers are.
Oh, the
The
security
cordoned
checkpoint?
off area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
Cordon, I
where
don't hear what that is.
I have the feeling the VIP area is beyond that. Or is there any way to?
I'm going to say with your penchant for knowing layouts and observation, that you believe that in that direction is the building that is attached.
Oh,
to-
okay.
So that is the area that leads into the next building.
Okay. So the upper area
Does that have a different entrance?
The upper area, as in the VIP
Upper
area.
balcony.
No, there's like spiral staircases that go
Oh,
up
okay.
from the major middle platform up to the top, and then there's other staircases that go down to the pit area.
So I'll take one. I'll let him know which one I'm taking, so he ends up on the other.
I'll take the other.
I will slowly move over
To them.
to the spiral staircases.
I'm bringing up the rear.
Okay. So you guys go up to the VIP areas and you search it. Okay, go ahead and do this is a smaller area, not quite in the direct light, so it's going to be an average check. It is not going to have any boosts or setbacks unless you specifically have those from your.
Is this perception?
This is a perception.
Yeah, I succeed with a triumph, baby.
2. Go ahead.
3 success, 2 threat.
Okay.
2 success, 2 advantage.
2 success, 1 advantage, and a triumph.
Okay.
1 success, 1 threat.
Pretty successful. All around.
All succeed.
So you guys begin. You guys kind of go up onto your different platforms and stuff like that, and you look around, and you are all immediately able to tell that you think that these people up here are not just patrons; they are employees. And by employees, you pick out several of them have blasters, and are well armed, and are watching their private dances and sitting around as a group of compatriots, I guess.
Is the dude among them? Or any
You
Rhodians?
do not see. You pick out a Rhodian, but it is definitely not him. He's too green for it, and then he doesn't have the eye. It's a very different person.
Okay.
However, everyone else, there are a few people who are not dressed the same as these group of people. Probably, perhaps, actual VIPs, people who are hanging out with the people who are supervising. But you're pretty sure you're in an area where it's kind of designed for the well-armed people who run the place.
New ownership looks like they're having a party.
Great.
I will look for someone while I'm going through.
Hey.
And ooh, there it is.
Happy Jack, what? Didn't
Happy
catch
Jack
that.
Happy. I think we just got hosted, which was hiding behind the dice cam. So thank you for that host, if that's what happened. The dice
Damn
cam.
dice camera.
And we've
Such
got
an
somebody who
addiction.
loves the dice cam.
Mhm.
So we had to keep it up and keep him happy.
Exactly.
Some follows too.
Appreciate those follows.
Shout out.
Beautiful, love you guys. I don't have chat up in front of me, so I have to like turn around to like see what's going on.
They don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyway,
You want my beautiful face?
So I will look
Back to
as
it.
I move
Wow,
through
really?
the area for one of the employees who looks about my size and has distinctive features.
What? So I assume you're looking for like a human mostly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
You see that while a lot of the places are like benches and couches and things like that, you see someone in kind of like a plush chair who just something about the atmosphere and where he's sitting in the angle, you think that he might be perhaps somewhat in charge, if not of a higher rank. And he is watching a Twi'lek dancer on the table, and he's got a few people around him. And, he is a younger man, probably mid-20s. He has his hair slicked back into a well-groomed hair slicked back. And he has textured sideburns, so they're like have stripes cut in them. So they're like very edgy, very like, you know. He seems very well dressed, and he seems very relaxed with where he's at.
we should let Ferg do the talking.
All right, cool. I'm in.
How do
No.
I,
I stroll to the front of the group.
I don't think we're in a group.
We're not in a group. No.
Cass is doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, do recall.
Do I have a position that I can take up, like on or near the staircase? It's kind of like an overwatch area. Is there anything above this balcony?
You're probably in the highest point. From where you're at, you have one of the best views of the entire house. The only thing really obstructing you is the walkways and the platforms. Things that are directly under those, unless they're sheets of transparent steel.
Yeah.
And you might be able to shoot through one of those. Looks pretty thick though, so
Bruh.
So
Really?
we're being invaded by a
D&D
D&D cat. He just wants a little loving.
Just want some cuddles.
All right, I will go talk to this guy. I guess.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Talking to people.
I'm gonna let him handle it, but
I
I'm
don't
gonna keep an eye on him.
Want to, but
Oh my god. So you walk up over to the group, and as you do, a couple people like look over their shoulder and start stealthing up.
No.
Okay.
I'm just walking up.
So there's enough area between where these people are and everyone else that when you walk across that divide, a couple people like turn and they like stand up and like straighten their vests and their jackets and stuff like that, and they kind of like come up to block you almost.
I will stop, and I will ignore the blockers and just look at the dude.
He is paying quite a lot of attention to the Tweed-like girl in front of him.
Then I will move my gaze to the people blocking.
They return your gaze silently.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for someone. Seems like I shouldn't interrupt him. Maybe you can help me.
Probably not. Who are you?
I'm looking for a Rhodian. Not that one, but another one.
That particular one I found early.
Have you seen? It's got a cybernetic eye.
No.
Great. Okay. Have a nice night. I'll walk off. So I will move away, and I will move around like I'm looking for someone, which I kind of am, and I will watch for anyone like following up on me.
As soon as you walk away, they kind of like, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, get off it. And they turn around and go back to the
All right.
Just derailing the entire.
Have I reached the stairs yet?
Sure.
Cool. I will head on up.
You head on up.
I'm in the comfiest chair that I can find.
There's quite a few comfy chairs up here.
Good.
You get some looks like, I don't know. What are you doing here?
I
A
will
lot of
return
people-
those looks.
How do you return those looks?
Depending on if they're like doing the whole like look up and down, like measuring up. It's like I'll just look at them and I like kind of shrug it off.
Like what you
Kind
see?
of just like exude the confidence needed to be in that chair, even though I'm not supposed to be up here.
Anyone else have anything they want to do?
So when I get up at the top, I'm going to glance around looking for any rooms off of this area. And then look for the individual we're searching for.
The only rooms that you see up here might be some bathrooms, some refreshers.
I will go into the bathroom.
Find a refresher.
You're gonna do a line of your own dander.
He doesn't have to be in the bathroom
Off
for that.
off the VIP refresher.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a quick piss, and after I since I'm
While
in
you're
there,
there.
Might as well. take
I'm
care
gonna
of
walk
business.
out and like, are there like, there's a group of people up here, like just chilling and drinking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk over to this group, and I'm going to sit down in an empty seat near them.
Which any group? Just
Yeah,
you're gonna find a
yeah,
group of
any
people.
group.
There's like a collective like lean as everyone sort of trying to like turns into like, what the hell, bro?
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Can I help you?
Yeah, man. We're gonna get one of those. Pointing at his drink.
Down on the main level, where you belong.
Oh, excuse me?
This area up here isn't for the likes of you.
For the likes of who? Me? I think you don't know who I am.
Should I care?
Not necessarily.
All right. Well, why don't you see yourself down to the bar and get a fix?
Oh, suddenly I'm not that thirsty.
Then why are you here?
Well, a conversation seems nice.
Again, you are very strange. Go away.
I'm sorry, I didn't see your name on this chair.
That's the wrong number.
I'm about ready to call security.
Oh? For what? I'm just sitting, man.
Yeah, and you can sit somewhere else.
I'm gonna move towards the door.
Which
The cordon that leads the other way. Just the bouncers that lead to the other place.
Yes.
I'm gonna move in that direction.
Okay, so you go back down to the main floor and head up that way. Okay.
I'm not trying to start any trouble, man. I'm just trying to sit down and make some new friends.
A couple of them stand up. I don't think you want friends here.
Do I see this?
If you're paying attention to what Fur's doing, then yes, probably. You see a couple people stand
Well,
up.
I'm absolutely gonna pay attention to that man as a
I'm a walking
I'm
disaster.
struggle.
I'm gonna make sure that my tracker is readily available so that I can dart Fur.
Just in case he gets.
Because if they stun him and take him, I want to know where. 'Cause then we're gonna go there. We're gonna kill him.
So I'm gonna keep like one
And
eye
then
on
this is gonna be
whatever's
our
happening
bar.
in the VIP, and like one eye on Fur, and like try to make sure that.
Why'd you guys stand up?
Because you're leaving.
I was unaware of this fact.
You are now. A couple of them kind of push their jackets back and reveal like blaster pistols at their side.
So, comms, is this live or no?
Boys, there's no need for that.
This is the
We're in
last
a-
time we're going to tell you.
We're in a public environment.
One of them turns around and chimes something here and starts whispering into his phone.
I slowly stand up. You're not going to make new friends if you treat people this way.
Don't need none.
Everybody needs new friends.
Coming up the stairs, a familiar figure. You notice him from the bouncer from the front area.
Yep.
The guy's like,
I'm
stomps
gonna-
his way up the stairs and comes up.
Flip my collar and just kind of like hide my face.
What are you doing up here?
I was trying to make friends.
Get out on the main floor.
All right. Oh, now?
Now.
Okay. Misinterpreted the instruction. Sir, I was not trying to cause problems. I will turn directly in place, like I will step on the back of the chair I was sitting in. So I'll step on the cushion, then the back of the chair and down. And then walk towards the stairs.
Okay. The bouncer will follow.
Okay.
Don't bug the owners.
The owners.
Yeah.
Why didn't they say something, man? I feel like a jackass. Why don't you have signs up here?
He's just going to shake his head and then go back. He's going to start, once you get down to the main level, he's going to start walking back to his post.
I like how they threaten with guns and then they send the fat dude with the stun gun. all right. So I will head back down. I don't think he's up there.
We know he's not up here. We can see it.
No, all right. Cool.
Any ideas what's past that? Those guards over there.
I was gonna try and get through.
They seem pretty hot.
Excuse me?
What I mean by that is they seem like they're just looking for an issue. They're looking for something to... They're looking for a fight.
Right.
So, be careful.
Is this time to instigate a brawl?
You really want to start a club-wide brawl?
Well, I'm already a troublemaker, so I mean, like, we can just use it to our advantage.
I would like
Do you want me to get trash and then punch the bouncer in the face?
to duck into
No.
a private corner.
Do you want me to get trashed and
If
punch a
and-
random guy in the face?
You don't need to get
Do
trapped.
you want me to get trashed and punch you in
My
the face?
face to look like the human that was looking at the tweet.
Okay.
So-
you know the check.
What I'm thinking is that you get a drink. I'm gonna tag you with the tracker, and then you're gonna haul off on somebody. And when the guards pull you away, if they don't just throw you outside, we'll at least know where you are.
Oh, I fail.
Okay.
Okay, so who do you want me to fight?
I don't care.
I assume you realize that the attempt failed.
Sure. Well, it's his face, so.
Well, I don't know if it's something like he strains and it happens, and he's like, okay, I think we got this, and he walks up, and he's like horribly disfigured. Like, I don't know how it works, so I want to make sure. I'm gonna say that you tried and you just don't feel that it worked.
All right.
I don't want you to walk up with like 3 eyeballs and hey guys, what's up?
Cass, we got an idea for a distraction.
All right.
Where do you think would be the best place for Fur to start a fight to get those 2 guards?
Well, if he engaged with them
I'm literally at the bar doing shots as we're having this conversation.
and then backed off of them to draw them out, I think that would work.
It's like
All right,
what you're
Fur,
like.
you want to go punch those guards in the face?
Just pick a
Yeah.
good one if you're gonna
All
do
right.
it.
Swing near me first.
For while you're at the counter, seeing as you're the first person to approach the
Yeah.
bar, you hear so like as you sit down and you like order a drink and stuff like that, and one of the droids there passes you a drink. You hear the shattering of glass next to you, and above the pounding sounds of music, you can hear a woman screaming at one of the bartenders, or the bartender, the only living bartender, I should say. He, over the music, kind of yells back, "I'm going to repeat myself once more, and only once more, Hilda. If you, and then I'm going to get Broketh over here and introduce you to a stun gun. What did he call it?
What's that?
I am going to stand up and head over to this apparent altercation.
Okay.
Uh,
Relatively in the area of the altercation.
Is there an issue? We're just all here to have a good time.
Hey, back off, says the bartender.
I'm just trying to make sure that nothing happens that doesn't need to happen.
Ah, yes, it was Miss Zipzap. Creds first, then you get your spice. End of story. And Hilda says, but I need it! And I have the creds. They're just upstairs in my room, but you people won't let me go back up and get them. The bartender says, sorry, darling.
Why can't she go back up to her room?
He's going to look at you again. Hotel's under new management. Anything that was up there is long gone now.
What do you mean long gone?
It's new management, new rules, new everything.
How much is the spice that she's trying to buy?
That's not really an issue for you.
What?
I don't know who you are, and you're kind of overstepping your boundaries here.
As a bartender, it is your responsibility to aid your patrons when they are trying to be nice to people.
Oh, I'm willing to help her out. She knows what she can trade
No.
other than credits to get
Hey.
the spice.
Oh, you sick bastard. I see this game now. Hey now.
The woman says, Criff you nerf herder, and she stomps off.
Ooh, devil.
Becky mad.
Let me smell that.
Alright, hey, while I got your attention, I need 2 shots.
Fine.
Price?
10 creds.
You need to drop the attitude, sir.
No tip.
He goes and works over stuff.
And then I will head.
You're pretty sure that's about 75% water on each of those.
Yeah. I expected as much from this establishment. All right. Where am I going? Because I want to go upstairs and punch those guys.
2 guards, opposite end from where you came up earlier. You're going to pass by the staircase you did come up beforehand, so I can tag you with the tracker.
Cool. I'm on my way.
Cool.
I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys.
And then when he'll come up near,
See what
when he
they're going
gets
to do.
near enough to me, I'll like pass by him and just like real quickly get a tracker on it. I don't need to shoot it at that point.
I know it's coming, so he's just.
Pop!
Yeah.
Right in the butt. Just tracker on the
So
butt.
I am going to.
Good luck.
We're going to antagonize the guards.
Yeah.
Probably going to call it there for the night. It's about 10:30.
Yep.
So we will begin our efforts anew to antagonize the guards in full on our next session of Hunt for the River.
And Chief was looking so forward to the combat.
I
Chief,
know.
you'll see it
Sorry,
next time.
Chief. If you join us next month, not next Monday, the Monday after next, then you're pretty much guaranteed it at this point. So
Dang.
hang out and look forward to our next section.
Section?
Next Tuesday is
Paul.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I mean, if
On
you
that
guys
note,
wanted to
though-
stay until 11, 12, whatever. No.
Is there combat in either of our recorded episodes?
I don't think so.
There might be. I'm not
I
sure.
think. Is
I
it
think-
one of them the Praetor fight? Where I thought Praetor was
Yeah.
Episode
Yeah,
1.
Pretty. A lot of the combat that they had met was before we started recording. So just stay tuned. Sorry. I really wanted to get to it.
There will
but
be
it's
combat. You will get to see it. Keep tuning
about
in.
10:30 though, and that's usually later than we stop. So I'm very, very sorry. I want to give it to you. So give you that combat. Anyway, yep. So we're Dumpstack Charisma. Join us next Tuesday at 4:30.
Yes.
Is that what the plan is still? So
That is still the
4:30
plan.
for our 5th edition campaign, which is still yet unnamed, but it is led by Sir Robert, and we look forward
Give us,
to seeing ya.
Give us a
Yep.
follow if you haven't already. We
Follow,
Appreciate it.
Follow us,
we,
yeah.
We have
You
a
get-
subscribe button now. You can
Yeah,
hit
we're
that.
now
Oh my
affiliate.
gosh, I know, like, super
Which
exciting.
is hella exciting. You can throw bits at us now.
Always almost dead.
He is almost always dead.
Yes.
If you
I
have
am
that,
the cleric.
if you have that Amazon Prime, you can always throw us a free Twitch Prime subscription. If you're feeling generous, we do appreciate anything, of course. Keep an eye out. We might have a random party stream this coming up week. But outside of that, follow us on our social media: Twitter, Instagram, Dumpstack Charisma. And yeah, we appreciate you guys hanging out. Really enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of fun. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
And out.